going on, y'all? We about to get started here in just a minute. Yeah, we about to get started here in just a minute. Just give me a second here. Play some music. I'm gonna share the live real quick, and then we're gonna get started here. So just come on in, hit that like button. Don't be a hater. Hit that like button. So we're gonna talk about it.
For the culture. Let's get it. We building legacies, brick by brick, stacking equity, breaking mental chains. Now we redefining destiny. Knowledge in the books, but the streets hold the recipe. Pass down the wealth, generational supremacy. Ownership, the mission, no more waiting for the handout. Economics popping, turn the dream into a standout. By the block back, plant seeds where the fam sprout. Teach the kids the game, let the cycle pan out. Loyalty and love, gotta guard it like a stronghold. Invest in education, now we worth more than gold. They can't stop the rise when the vision's this bold. Black print in effect, watch the blueprint unfold. Black print, we rise, we build, we grow. Planting seeds today for the world to know. Power in our hands, let the legacy show. This the black blueprint, watch the kingdom glow. Start with discipline, teach them how to monetize. Circle full of builders, all the faiths we ostracize. Ownership of land, no more rent, we colonize. Time to take it back, see the world through sovereign eyes. Barbershop convos, wisdom in the dialogue. Blueprint to wealth, ain't no luck or the leprechaun. Unity the cheat code, linked up like a hexagon. Every move calculated, sharper than the Pentagon. Buy the stocks low, flip it when the market peak. Teach the kids credit, financial independence.
I'm back. They try to knock me down, I just get back up. I don't know what else to do. I know some of y'all might love the person I'm talking about, but we gotta talk about it.
Every king need his counsel. Vision on the future, ain't no need for the doubtful. Entrepreneur spirit, don't let the fear announce you. Every step a lesson, every L just bounce you. Blueprint for the power, education is the key. Teach them early, build the bridges so the fam can oversee. Turn pain into purpose, every struggle guaranteed. To build a type of life where the whole squad free. From Atlanta to the Bay, this movement worldwide. FBA the vibe, feel the shift, it's a landslide. We architects of change, see the pride in our stride. Building for the future while our ancestors smile. We rise, we build, we grow. Planting seeds today for the world to know. Power in our hands, let the legacy show. It's the black blueprint, watch the kingdom glow.
All right. Y'all coming up in it. Yeah, man. Y'all forgive me. You know how it go. These TikTok streets is it's crazy out here, right? Shout out to the YouTube family as well. Yeah, we doing this big right now, man. It's been a while since I've been going live because I've been busy, and also because I've been they bananaed me again, right? You know, I got baited in. I started going at these fools, going at their head, and you know what they always do? They bait you, and then they go and cry wolf. That's what they do. The very thing that they're doing to you, they go once you know, cause they want you to punch down. So you got to punch down a little bit, right? So you punch down a little bit, and then they go and cry, and all of them mass report your page, and then you get banana. That's what happened. So if y'all didn't see me, that's what it was. But y'all know what happened. Every time they do it, I come back bigger, better, and stronger. I got some updates for you. The website is up. The FBA coin website is up. I'm not really giving it out to everybody just yet. I've sent it to a couple people to look over it, play around with it, critique it. The buttons, you know, the main buttons, the buttons work, but the main button that gets you to the coin is disabled. right? Because I don't want anybody jumping the gun and trying to get the coin early. I'm going to let y'all know when it's available. But I told y'all tentatively March 8th. I may release the coin a little bit early. I'll just tell you about that. I may release it a little bit early. But tentatively, again, still March 8th. We are looking for a smart contract auditor. If anybody knows one, send them my way so I could screen them. But that's the final step, is to get a smart contract auditor, and that's going to bring up that's going to get that's going to let y'all know that the coin actually does what it says it's supposed to do. That's the deal of a smart contract auditor. They go in, audit all the contracts, make sure everything works. I've tested it. It works, but you still want to, why take my word for it? Y'all want to hear from the professionals, right? That's why they call them smart contract auditors. They come in, they audit the coin, and they give it that trust. So you guys know that it's legit. So that's the last process. Once we get the smart contract auditor approval, we're launching that thing for sale, and it's a wrap. But we are doing a pre-sale. The pre-sale will probably begin tentatively, I'll say March 8th, tentatively March 8th or sooner. The first 1770 adopters, 1,770 people who I call early adopters of the coin, who believe in the coin. You're going to spend a minimum of $300, and we're going to give you 35,000 coins, an NFT, and that's going to help build the liquidity fund. We need to raise about $500,000 for the liquidity pool for that, and I'm going to also stake it with some coins, and that's going to give it $1 million liquidity. Once we reach the $1 million liquidity, it's open for sale. So with the liquidity pool at $500,000 to $1 million and the smart auditor contract, it's a wrap. It's game over. This will be the next Bitcoin rush. Okay, I'm calling it right now. This will be the next Bitcoin rush. I suspect this coin to one day surpass Bitcoin because it's that important. It's that important. And I think foundational Black Americans are phenomenal. And because anything we do, it's magnified times 100. So we're that great. This coin is going to outperform Bitcoin one day. Mark my word. So if you guys missed the Bitcoin gold rush, as we call it, back in 2009, I was one of them, right? My story was I went to my mentor, told him about Bitcoin, and he told me, man, it was a scam. He told me not to invest in Bitcoin. It was a scam, and stick with stock, bonds, and mutual funds and commodities. That's what he told me, and I listened to him. But I should have went with my gut and just put $100 in this thing, and I'd have been y'all know the story from there. I'd have been set, okay. But guess what? Sometimes lightning strikes twice. And this is a way for you guys to jump on board with the gold rush, so to speak. Bitcoin, this FBA coin will be the next gold rush, guaranteed. And I don't want you guys to miss out on that. And I say that with full confidence because I know what the coin does. I know what it's capable of. I know what it's going to do for the foundational Black American community, and how it's going to be something that we truly need, and it's going to be there for us long term. So, yeah, man. What's up with your girl, man? Where are my Democrat shields at? Where are all the Democrat shields at, man? What's up with your girl, man? What's up with your girl? What's up with your homegirl, man? Y'all need to get your girl, man. What's up? Where are the tethers at? Y'all need to come get your girl, man. What's up with your girl right here, man? Why is she crying tears? Okay, they're not tears of joy. That's for sure. They are not tears of joy. Why is she over here crying with them tether tears, them Russian bot tears? Why is your girl Joy Reid out here crying and looking for sympathy? Gotta drink some tea on that. Y'all talk to me, man. Why is your girl out here crying? Why is she crying me a river over a... And why in the hell? Listen, I get you. If you worth the money, so be it. But y'all tell me this girl's worth $3 million a year? Joy Reid is worth $3 million a year? I'm so glad I turned off that television 6 years ago. I'm so glad I turned off that television 6 years ago and unplugged from all legacy media. What is going on with somebody come get your tether? Come get your tether. Because she's crying them tether tears, them Russian bot tears. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when she called the black grassroots Russian bots? Y'all remember that? Remember when she was claiming foul and misinformation coming out of the black grassroots? This is what's wrong with a lot of the party. This is what's wrong with y'all party, right? They don't listen to their base. We was trying to tell y'all what was up. And you know what y'all did? Y'all came with them tether fingers and start wagging them. Oh, black men, oh, black people, you need to get in line. You're not black if you don't vote Democrat. Y'all came wagging that little finger. And we tried to tell you, we tried to say, hey man, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You know, Kamala's washed. Nobody's rocking with her. She's a tether. She's not a black woman. She's an Indian woman, born in Jamaica. We tried to tell y'all. We tried to tell y'all who she was. We tried to tell y'all that the Democratic base is just out of touch with reality. They've gone full-blown elitism, right? They're running the party like a mafia, right? Do what I say, fall in line, vote blue, no matter who. We tried to tell y'all that was the dumbest thing on planet Earth. But nobody, but y'all didn't want to listen. The black grassroots tried to tell y'all, man. And now look at the party now. Dun, dun, dun. One at a time. They just keep getting knocked off their little high horse, right? The moment, listen. This is y'all party, okay? This ain't my party. This is y'all party. Listen. The moment they don't got no use for you, they get rid of you. They get rid of you. They want you to play that sassy girl black stereotype. That's what they looking for. They looking for y'all to fall in line. They looking for and listen. They don't listen. The further you're away from the lineage, the better. Because as long as you don't understand the black culture and the black community, but you look black, they want you. And they're gonna try to make you blackety black. And you thinking, yeah, for the culture. And you come from Nigeria, or you come from the Congo, or you come from the Caribbean, or you're not a freaking foundational, is what I'm trying to say. But they try to get you rah up. Oh man, LGBTQ, blackety black. And you fall for it. They prop you up. They put these words in your mouth. They say go after Trump. They say go after the right. They say go after the conservative views. You ride for the Democratic Party. That's what they do. What's up, cousin? They bolster you up. They prop you up. And you become a puppet master. You become a blackface in blackface. That's what they want. They want to turn you all into Drake. Y'all remember when Drake went full-blown blackface? Remember that picture that was circulating of Drake in blackface? What was that about, right? Well, if you didn't understand it, you understand it now. We got tethers in our midst. Yes, we do. We got sleeper cells in our midst. Yes, we do. We got black faces in blackface. Oh, yeah. They come on, they got the right tone, maybe a little bit. You know, they got the right tone. You know, when you come to America, everybody's black, right? The moment you step here in America and you're from Africa, you're from the Caribbean, you become black. So many black. So black that a lot of y'all don't even want to be black. I'm not black, I'm Haitian. I'm not black, I'm Dominican. I'm Afro-Latina, I'm Afro-Latino. I'm not black, I'm African. I'm not black, I'm not. Y'all get hit with the black card. Boom. The moment y'all touch down here and y'all know nothing about what it means to be black. Nothing. Y'all think, hey, black skin, I must be black. I must act black. Let me pick up a black scent. You got black people. You got immigrant blacks, melanated people talking with a black scent. You got immigrants doing the sister girl routine, right? Hey girl, you know what I'm saying, girl? Black magic. Black magic. You go, girl. We all one, girl. You got them doing the sister girl routine. And they're not even from here. They have nothing to do with your culture. But guess what? That's what the media want. The media said, hey, Kamala, you're not a black woman, but you are going to be a black woman today. We're going to blacken you up. That's what they do. So when you go around listening to those handlers, right? Those handlers try to tell you we gonna brand you and we gonna take your career to the next level, right? And you think, and they start propping you up, telling you all these lies. Oh, you know, Nigerians are so smart. They're on the same level as Asians. Asians and Nigerians are the smartest people of the minority group. Asians, Nigerians, so smart, so educated, and you start believing those lies. Oh, you're not like these black Americans. They're down here and you're up here. So we need you to get these black Americans in line. You know, they all come from a baby mama culture. You know, they all come from the inner city. They're poor, they're ghetto, they show you people like Cardi B who's not black, but they want to prop her up like she's a black woman and say, oh, this is their culture, Cardi B, Sexy Red, and all they just find the most ghettoest black girl they can find on the block and they say, hey, we want to, I kid you not, this is what these record labels be saying. Send me the most controversial rapper you got, the most ghettoest rapper you got, and we're going to make him a star. Oh, the bigger the beef, the better. Oh, they beefing? Let's take one of them and prop them up and make them a star. We're going to make millions and gazillions of dollars off of them. We're going to put these rhymes on, listen. You know, they grab these, first of all, these people aren't even from the culture. A lot of them are tethers, right? They grab these Kodak Blacks and Cardi B's and they just prop them up and make stars out of them. And y'all just eat it up, thinking, oh man, this is black culture. This is black culture. All the 5-6 million black immigrants that live in this country, right? Man, they just prop y'all up, right? Make y'all think y'all better than the black people that are here, right? Make y'all think y'all doing so much better. You're driving your Uber thinking you're better than a black American because you're working hard. You're working hard driving Uber, but you're still better than a black American, right? Black Americans are lazy. That's what they want y'all to, that's what you, matter of fact, a lot of y'all keep saying, hey man, they show us a video before we even get here. This mysterious video that no one's ever seen, but we hear about so much. Man, before we got here, they make us watch this video. They make us watch this video and tell us how not to hang out with black people. Black people are so bad and we're different and we're better. We weren't slaves. They're the 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘀𝗶cie. You know, all this stuff, and y'all fall for it. Y'all fall for it. And now, and this is what happens when y'all fall for it. Y'all start crying these Russian bot tears. Russia, 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 Russia. Remember that? Russia, 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 Russia. Russia, 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 Russia. Remember that? It was all Russia. And now, because y'all was parroting all those lies, now look at y'all. Now you making your final show. You're doing your final show. And you're over here crying. I was valuable. I had value. I swear I was valuable. I don't know why they would get rid of me. I was so valuable. I was making an impact. It must have been because I was too controversial. You know, I stood up for the blacks, right? I stood up for the black women. I stood for something. Then you're out there crying. Because guess what? The black grassroots stomped on y'all. Literally stomped on y'all. You know the ones y'all thought didn't have no power? You know the ones y'all thought that couldn't do nothing? Listen, let me tell you how, listen. Kendrick tried to tell y'all 40 acres and a mule. He tried to tell y'all. You tried to rig the game, but you can't fake what? You can't fake the influence. You can't fake influence. Who got the influence? That's who has the power. Influence. You can't fake it. Kendrick tried to tell y'all. He's trying to tell y'all. There's a debt that's owed, people. And we're not going nowhere till it's paid. We're going to be up in your face until we get them tangibles. That's just what it is. But guess what? She's not the only one that's going down. Other ones are going down. A lot of them are going down. Listen, you're in a hole. You woke up in the twilight zone. All you Dixiecrats, y'all woke up in the twilight zone. Y'all never thought this day would come. Y'all got drunk off your own arrogance. Y'all got drunk off your own arrogance. And y'all thought it would never come. We got the House, we got the Senate, we got the vote. We can wag our fingers and the blacks are going to do whatever we tell them to do. We got Jellyfish Roland Martin, right? We got Joy Reid, Miss Joy Reid. We got all these shields. We got all this money that we're abusing. And let me tell you something. They are so afraid right now. They so afraid of just a little bit of the stones being turned over. They don't want you to see what's under the stone, y'all. You saw Maxine Waters. We're just trying to figure out what they got on us. Bless her heart, her old self. Bless Maxine Waters' old heart. Bless her. Bless her. Just bless that woman. Bless that woman. We're just trying to figure out what they got on us. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to say that out loud, right? Man, I don't even want to begin with your boy, Senile, old Senile in office. We just don't call him old Senile. Old sleepy, you know what? There's a whole diary out. There's a freaking diary about that brother's escapades. Y'all better go Google it. Y'all know his daughter wrote a diary? I can't even talk about it, man, because I'm afraid. I just got back, y'all. I better stay. I just got back off a suspension, off of a banana. So I gotta keep it clean. You understand? I gotta keep it clean. But y'all wanna stick up for that? Man, we don't even have to go there. The crime bill that the brother put directly affected black people. Mass incarceration. You talking about fatherless homes? Well, let's talk about the mass incarceration. Let's talk about the predator. Remember when they called you the predator? Oh, and your girl Joy Reid, you know, black men are the problem. As far as I know, she's single, right? Nobody's messing with that, are they? She seems like she's single, or she's playing for the other side, you know what I'm saying? I never heard of Joy Reid having a man. I see her on the red carpet by her damn self. The only people that really care about what's going on with this girl right here, you got to be a little bit of moist, or you doing a little bit of shilling your dang self. You know, and I get it, you know, y'all look at her like she's a black woman, but she's not a black woman. She's a black woman in blackface. Okay. She's a melanated woman in blackface, but she's not from the culture. She doesn't. How in the heck you gonna stomp hard for something you ain't never experienced? Yeah, she's only playing to the old 1950 civil rights, John Henry. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, that's the crowd that she wants to shield for. She's looking for the same butter biscuits that Roland Martin is. God. Think about it, man. Why are there so many immigrants in blackface? Think about that. You should be alarmed by that. They say, I was reading some of the comments on my post today. And they was like, what they say in my post? They said, I can't even think right now. It'll come to me. But these comments of these people that's just sticking up for this woman right here. She's not, listen. She is a Drake. You understand me? She is Drake. She is misrepresenting the culture. She is sassing it up. I'm an independent. I'm not for either party because vilifying black man is something Ronald Reagan did too. Man, this woman, she vilifies black men too. Look, this woman right here. I think she's like Congolese and Ghanaian or something like that, man. But she gets to come here and be black in America. The word that we made cool, the word that we got popping. That's what it was. That's what it was. And do y'all believe that Joy Reid was worth $3 million a year? How in the heck did she convince a MSNBC to pay her $3 million a year for her whack show that nobody watch. The MSNBC ratings is just trash right now. Tanked. Just trash. Straight up trash. Straight up trash. But hold on, y'all. Let me play the video. I know y'all done seen the video many times, but I gotta, you know. Let me let y'all hear this woman right here, man. This is your girl. This is your homegirl. You know, supposedly I'm dissing a black woman right now. Supposedly. You know, oh, black man always trying to put the black woman down. Am I? Am I? Y'all defending her? Really? Hold on. Hold on. I'm not even gonna put it on screen. I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
In America, there's a thing about both white vigilantism and white tears, particularly male white tears.
I genuinely do not believe I wrote those hateful things, but I can definitely understand why some people don't believe me.
I got into Harvard only because of affirmative action, because unfortunately we do have a fascist groundswell among black and brown men.
The elements of fascism are rooted in this nationalistic drive for
More babies, missing white woman syndrome. Someone get up there and give a knuckle sandwich to Donald Trump. Trump was frankly MIA, or having a cheeseburger and a Coke while daddy was working. Presidency ages you when you do the job. Obama went gray because he was doing the work. Donald Trump looks the same as when he ran because he was playing golf. Still don't know for sure whether Donald Trump was hit by a bullet.
There are many ways to cheat in an election. And I don't ever put it past Republicans to cheat in election.
And if you're voting affirmatively, gleefully for this, people may not feel so confident in you anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cue the...
Does this sound like journalism to y'all, man? Does that sound like a journalist? Does that sound like a journalist that is fair? Or does that sound like somebody who just wants to spit out propaganda? What truth was she talking? She was talking truth? What truth was she talking? It sounded like she was just Democrat shielding it up. It sounded like she was just pro-Democrat. Where's the journalism at? Where is the questioning of both sides? Where is the real fairness at? What truth was she speaking because she was calling white people racist? Is that what it was? I mean, is that what makes her that what makes good journalism? I mean, I'm gonna call out some good white supremacy too. I'm gonna call it out too, but you know, what was she doing? She was just, you know, wagging her finger just to be wagging her finger because she's getting paid $3 million to freaking sister girl it up on the camera. Acting like she's one of us, and she's not. She's not foundational. This woman's not foundational. Y'all know that, right? Her roots aren't from here. Her roots are from overseas. And they were paying her $3 million to put on the divestment wig and go out there and Democrat shield it up. That's not journalism. Is that what y'all watch the news for, is to get propaganda and witchcraft? Is that why y'all doing it? What do you mean? Come on, bro. I mean, let's keep it a buck, man. Listen, you come up here and tell me. I want to talk to you now. Come on up here. You come on, bro. What? What are you talking about? What was she saying that was real? Where are you from? How about that? Where's your family from, sir? Are you foundational? Or are you a tether trying to stick up for your fellow tether? This woman's crying real tears here. She got fired. She should have been fired. She should have never had a show. She's not talented. What talent does she have? She's not worth no $3 million. That was a waste of money. What talent does she have? Come on, come on up here, brother. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about it. I'll give you a chance to speak. Go ahead, sir. Come on, bro. What? Talk to me. This is your girl right here crying because she got laid off. She got fired. She got let go. They tired of paying that $3 million because they're not getting that $3 million worth out of it no more. She can no longer control black people to vote Democrat. So talk to me.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No, just saying that the way they value her pay, that's just on them, you know. I'm sure she didn't, you know, if they're paying her that much, wouldn't you accept it too?
Of course.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Come on now, we can't.
But yeah, but here's the thing, brother. See, I was taught that all money ain't good money.
That's true.
I was taught that if they give you the money, there's some stipulations with that money. You got to earn the money. I'd rather earn the money. As a matter of fact, I'd rather get the money with my people. I don't want that money. That money gonna come with selling out and
wait a minute. But that's her job. She's been a journalist, bro. You gotta look at that, man.
That's not journalism. You think that's journalism?
It's not capitalism.
That's not journalism. Journalism is not being one-sided, sir. Journalism is not putting on a cape for the Democratic Party and saying whatever they tell you to say. That's not. That's bought and paid for.
Now hold on. Now how you knowing that they told her what to say? Now some people have their own judgment. Now she has her own mind. Now come on now. You think the station told her to say that?
You think? I'm gonna bring you up in a minute, cousin. But I just want to talk to this brother just for a little bit. But I'm gonna bring you up in a minute, cousin. Because I know cousin going. Hold on, brother. All media. They read from a what?
What, you talking about prompter?
So somebody's telling them what to say. Am I right?
I can't say all the time now.
Man, come on, man. Now you know the same news that they play in Washington D.C. is gonna be said and spun the same way in California.
Well, now
sir, it's called propaganda for a reason, sir. That's what legacy media is. It's propaganda and witchcraft, sir. It's not real. It's not. They're going to tell you somewhat of the truth, but they got to make the narrative theirs, and you got to say their narrative.
Well, I understand what you're saying, so, but maybe some of that's coming from her own feeling as well.
Okay, and if she does feel that way, I feel sorry for her, because this is the same woman that disparaged black men. This is the same woman that told you that the black grassroots who was trying to tell y'all the truth was Russian bots, right? This is coming from the same woman. This woman is a feminist. You can tell from her divestment wig. She don't rock with us like that.
I can't, I don't know her personally, so I can't say.
Brother, she don't rock with us like that, brother. She's blackety and blacking it up on TV.
Now, where you get your info from? Thinking that
it's called common sense, brother. It's called logic. I follow the logic. I don't follow the emotion. Emotions get you messed up, but the logic will keep you safe and sound.
Well, that's true. Emotions, yeah, people have.
Emotions is high, intelligence is low. They had to shut her down. Yeah, why? They shut her down because she was ineffective. She was ineffective. Listen, the moment they can't garner votes from you, they get rid of you.
That's true. But she's not the only.
When you take their money, that's what happens when you take their money.
But she's not the only one that they let go, though.
They let go a lot of them because listen. You guys woke up in the twilight zone. This is Trump America now. Okay, A lot of those, a lot of that lefty wokeism is done. It's a wrap. And they're not going to be able to make money off that lefty wokeism. It's all about money at the end of the day. They're not going to be able to make money off that anymore because a new sheriff's in town.
Yeah. Well,
So a lot of them are going to get let go. A lot of them are going to be done. Look at your boy Don Lemon, another no talent hack.
oh man, come on.
Another no talented hack. He just, and you know what now, Don Lemon, I believe he believes that stuff. I don't believe nobody had to coax him to say anything. I believe he actually believes the lies that come out his mouth. But he's no talent. No, who's rocking with Don Lemon?
Now, well, he is he's no, that's not true, sir. Now he's doing great on his own now.
Yeah, right. He's struggling. That brother ain't doing great. That brother ain't doing great.
All right.
That brother's not doing great. That brother's, listen.
He might not be on the with a television like platform, but he's doing good on the internet.
All right, let me find his YouTube channel. Let me just find it. Don Lemon.
Yeah, you can go on Instagram or YouTube. Yeah.
Let me see how good this brother's doing. Okay, he got 500,000 subscribers. He got about almost 600,000 subscribers. He's working his way back up. But anybody who listens to Don Lemon's not a journalist. Don Lemon is just all Democrat. 100%.
Well, you got a lot of them just either Fox. Come on now.
He's a moist baby bear. That's what Don Lemon is. He's just whatever moist he's following the moist. That's what Don Lemon do. He gonna stay true to that. As long as they got some moist dollars from that brother, he gonna stay in line.
So I understand what you're saying, but you are okay. So you're down with Trump.
I'm down with logic, brother. I'm down with common sense.
Yeah, that's a good thing, though.
I'm down with common sense, brother. I follow the logic and I follow common sense. And what my common sense and what my logic is telling me is Trump is a Nebuchadnezzar type, and let Trump do what he needs to do because everything he does is going to benefit Black Americans. Everything.
You think
right now, so far, he hasn't put any policy that has affected Black Americans. That whole
well, what do you think about with the HBCUs? He cut out all funding for Black.
No, he didn't. Matter of fact, when his first term, he funded the HBCUs.
He did. Yeah, I give it. But do you didn't hear Friday? Yeah, Friday night. Friday night he announced that no more money goes to the Black because he said they're segregated. They're being separatists against the white people.
Did he say that? I don't think he said that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Friday night. Yeah, he did. He put an order in. He said no more money to Black colleges because they are being segregated against white. Yeah, he did.
Let me see that.
Go on the Department of Education. Yeah, he did. I thought you knew.
No, I didn't know that. Let me see. I don't know everything, bro. I don't know everything. I don't watch TV. Hold on.
I don't watch it either, but it just came up,
Came up on what?
On the For You, they were for the Department of Education. They were saying they had to stop funding as soon as Friday night because he put in an order, executive. I guess we want to call it executive order. They're saying no more money to HBCUs. Put a freeze on it because they are segregating against his white individuals.
19 million in HBCU funding suspended after Trump diversity ban. Let me see what that may be true. Hold on.
Yeah, it's true. Trust me, it's true. Keep reading.
Hold on. Because 19 million is not a lot of money. Trump thinks about saving HBCUs and schools from this
but it does help, especially with the housing. It's stopping against the housing too of the.
I think this is part of the federal freezing that yeah. So this is a general federal freezing. It's not just he singled out HBCUs. He did this for all educational funding.
Yeah, but why would he impose in saying that because they're segregating against white students?
I didn't see where it said that.
You got to keep it. It's in there. It's in there.
I didn't see where it said that. I haven't found it.
Well,
Trump
just do.
long freeze. Trump
Yo,
stopped funding for HBCUs.
when you get time, just go back and do your own investigation. You'll see it.
Trump stops running for HBCU for what? Diversity, for segregation. Because that's not true. If it's for segregation, there's white people at HBCUs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I know. That's why I said, how can he say that? I don't know. Maybe.
Trump administration restores HBCU 1890 funding after pause. So they restored it. Here's another one that says 11 hours ago.
Oh, they just did, but he did it Friday
Restored the
night.
funding. Yeah, it wasn't for no that's propaganda, brother. What you're saying right now, you probably read that, but it was probably legacy media spinning a narrative, spinning a propaganda. He freezed all of it because he's trying to find out where the money's going. Once he find out where the money's going and it's going to the right place, then he'll unfreeze it, right? But he got to freeze it so he can have his, the Doge go in and look into it.
Yeah,
The money that they've been finding, I mean, USA was a big scam. We wouldn't have known about that had he not sent Doge after him.
Okay, but all the money, check it out. They're fine, but they've been doing that, man. And whether it's Republicans or Democrats, man, they've been spending money. That's way before me and you. How much money them people been spending out?
Yeah, and they probably thought no one would ever find out. They said, "How can you audit yourself?"
Yeah, but the thing is, he said he was going to tell about who was spending who, but they never had.
So again, brother, I'm just saying that whole narrative about the HBCU was false, brother. It just showed it right here that he released the funds 11 hours ago. Trump administration restores HBCU 1890 funding after pause.
Well, that's good. It probably gave him hell because everybody. I was surprised. That's good. That's great.
Listen. He just did a whole Black History Month thing at the White House, man. They're gonna build some statues, some more symbolism crap. But we okay with that. We'll accept that. We'll accept those statues. Why not? I mean, bigging up foundational Black American history. He told you he got there and said, he wouldn't have won the election without the Black vote, and he understands and realized that. So that's cool. That's cool. But all this stuff that y'all trying to single out Trump and call him a racist and all this stuff, that's just not true, brother.
He is. He about is a racist now.
How? Okay, give me your definition of a racist, brother. Because racists don't do that. Give me your definition.
Well, no. If they're in power, they have to. Some of them have to do certain things because they don't want some people to know that who they are.
Brother.
Yeah.
One thing I like about the right versus the left, and Malcolm X told us which one. The left are the foxes.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones you don't see. But the right is going to tell you who they are. Unapologetically.
Well, that's true. And some of them are really saying who they are right about now. But I'm just surprised.
You got some emboldened, but listen, that's not Trump. Name one policy that Trump has put in place that has harmed Black Americans. Name one.
Well, one policy. Well, one policy. Okay, one policy is with the military. He said no more Black engineers.
That's not true.
That's true.
That's not true. No more Black engineers. He said no more Black engineers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for the military. Yeah.
He said no more Black engineers.
They're not hiring. They're not recruiting. Yeah, any more Black engineers. Now that you can look up. They went to a place. I forgot where it was, and they an engineer school. And they wanted to recruit, but they told them they couldn't. I'm not just saying this. Trust me, just to say it.
Now I hear it's all part of DEI, but Listen, they're just listen. That doesn't mean that no black people can be engineers in the army or in the military. Period. That just means that this is why we don't need DEI and we never need affirmative action, because too many of that, the moment they see a black face in a powerful position, that's the first thing they start thinking is DEI.
But there's more white people.
You have elected officials. You have elected officials that were that were voted in. That low level YT people are looking at them like they're DEI hires, and they got voted in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
That's the danger of DEI and affirmative action. The moment you see one of us in a high position, they automatically assume that they don't belong there.
But at that time, they needed that for some black people to get in, because DEI, I didn't know, really helps more white women, and as well as the other people. You know, they didn't understand that.
Exactly. So that's the whole point. That's why we don't. It would have been great if it done what it was supposed to do, benefited foundational Black Americans. If they made it lineage based and it benefited the real people that were supposed to get it, I would have no problem with that. But the problem is it doesn't. It never has. We are hired at just about the same with or without it.
Yeah.
So even in the military, you're going to get the same amount of engineers that you would have got before he lifted the ban of DEI. You see how that works? Even the education system is a prime example. DEI didn't affect Black Americans at all. You know who it affected mostly?
Talk about white America?
Asians.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Get into college anymore.
Yeah.
Because guess what? DEI.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true. But you're right though. A lot of people look at it as just a black thing. A lot of no, DEI was
DEI didn't benefit us. So that's why I'm saying we can cry about it, but why? Why cry about someone that didn't benefit us anyway? Why cry so more LGBTQ and others can get in above us?
Yeah, I see what you're saying about that. I kind of understand that. But my thing is just like with the stores, like with Target, different. As soon as Trump said no more DEI, they dropped all the black initiatives.
Where's your family from, sir?
Alabama.
Alabama. What part?
What part? Alabama? Just down by Birmingham.
Birmingham. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my family's from Alabama, so yeah. Birmingham, Jasper.
Yeah, Montgomery, different. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was good talking to you, brother. It was good talking to you.
Too, man. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy talking to you, man.
Yeah, let me bring up some more people. Enjoy talking to you too, man. You have a good one, all right?
You have a blessed. All right.
Okay. I could tell, listen, and that's a good brother there. That's a good brother there. He's a reasonable brother. And I could tell a lot of times y'all thinking, and I could tell what y'all are listening to by just the way you're talking. Y'all consuming way too much legacy media. Way too much legacy media. Let me bring up my boy Cousin here. Bring up Cousin up in here. Come on up in here, Cousin. Let's chop it up, brother. Let's chop it up. I just want to talk to that brother real quick. No interruption real quick, and just see where his mind was at.
Greetings, brother. How you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm doing fantastic, man. How you doing, son?
Well, I'm still standing. Got a little background noise getting ready to come through, so forgive me right quick.
Okay.
I want to say, I told you before, I'm saying, I'm Trump neutral. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not giving him nothing until I see cash. Your little symbolism aspects, that don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah,
Because again, I've been fed up on Democrat nothing burgers for 60 years.
Man,
last thing I want to see is a Republican nothing burger.
Right. After those nothing burgers, I'm not excited about no statue. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not excited about no statue.
No, not at all.
What I would be excited about right? If you take all that money that he's finding and funnel it right back into the black community, give it back to
It would.
the real American citizens, and I'll be excited about that. I'm a little interested in that extra 5,000 they're talking about. I'll take that too.
Listen, if they go send some money, we definitely go take it. But the idea is you have to remember one small thing in this country. Congress controls the purse, not the presidency.
True.
So he can tell you, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to do that. Nope, you ain't going to do nothing because Congress controls the purse. That is not in the hands of the presidency.
That's
Don't
true.
get caught up and don't get caught up in accepting and even thinking that's remotely true.
But here's what's the good thing about that. It takes all the pressure off him and puts all the pressure on them. Congress is up for re-election soon, aren't they?
They're always up for re-election every 2 years.
So
Every
guess what?
2 years.
So guess
So
what?
that
If they don't give that money, they're gonna have to get up out of here. And you know they don't want that. So guess what? See, that's the genius behind Trump a little bit. He tells you, he puts the rumor out and then tells you, yeah, you know what? I'm down with a $5,000 bonus to Americans, right? No one he has no power to give it. Put all the
See, to me, he just spits this stuff out there
When
and then
Congress
tells everybody, now
doesn't-
go get behind what I just
Right.
said.
Now, when Congress doesn't do it, it looks bad on them. And you don't want to upset the American people.
See,
Not
here's
like
where,
that.
again, my issue is anytime there's an attempt at making him accountable, too many cats come in with the, yeah, but what about? And see, I'm not going to
I don't got
accept
that
this
much
narrative.
hate for Trump. Listen, I just
It's
don't
not about hate for Trump, but
I don't got that much
listen,
hate for Trump.
they
I
are
really
going
don't.
to hold whomever has that job in a position of accountability. They've held every president to that standard until then it became, it became blame. This person did this person did that. Yeah, that may have happened then. But today, you in that seat. And that's when he throws his hands up and, well, it's all because of this stuff that happened,
Tell me
5, 10,
something that
15,
Trump
20
is
minutes ago.
doing wrong, but tell me something that Trump is doing wrong, though. Tell me something that Trump is doing wrong. Tell me something.
Okay, how about releasing or clearing, purging the database of the bad police around the country?
Yeah, I'm not for that.
See what I'm saying? Because now these same cats can roll around to another police station, use the certifications that they've got, and go get on somebody's team, and ain't nobody gonna know nothing? No, man, that's gonna hurt. I'm not blind because you throw up some pictures, some statues, and then you do this. Then you release these children, these evil, vile people, back into a position of unaliving someone because of their personal prejudices. No, that's no.
Okay.
See, that overwhelms all that other stuff.
Okay.
When you're doing stuff like that, that blows all that out the way to me.
Okay, that's one. That's one. Okay, I'm not for that. That's true. He purged the federal database. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I don't. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not a 100% supporter behind Trump. I know. Like, I'll tell you something that I don't like. I don't like that those fake South Africans get to be refugees now. All of a sudden, like they weren't the one causing the problems.
Again, they don't want to be held accountable for their crimes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like that. But
in this regard,
but how does that affect me as a foundational Black American? Even him purging the police misconduct, and I want to know. But even him doing that doesn't affect my pocketbook. That doesn't affect me as a foundational Black American at all. All that lets me know is there's going to be a bunch of police hired on that probably did something bad that I never knew about, which I probably didn't know about anyway. They've been
But
doing
see,
it.
in that regard, that's being a little
Even with
too.
that database, even look, but here's the thing, even with that database, they still been getting rehired anyway. They still been getting shuffled. So even that doesn't affect me. But I hear
That's
you.
an extremely broad
I'm
acceptance
no,
of that aspect.
I mean. Listen, I'm not saying I agree with. I'm not agreeing 100% everything Trump do, but I'm saying as of right now, Trump, let him do what he's doing. Let's see where this goes. We can't stop him anyway. He's already in office. Let's see where this goes because he's doing a lot of good too. That whole Doge thing, genius. Don't you want to know where the money's going? Listen, this proves that all this time
We still don't know where the money's going.
Oh, we do.
We still don't know because what you are saying, and what he and Phony Stark are saying, what he and Phony Stark are saying is trust me.
You don't know where the money's going. You don't know. I know
what they are saying is trust me. The money's over here and it's bad, but they're not showing us any proof. They're just saying, trust me because I said it.
Doge Tracker, man. I don't know, man. Them Democrats seem pretty scared. Doge Tracker website. Bring it up.
See, this idea that we're going to get rid of, to use this Republican extremely wide paintbrush of fraud, abuse, and corruption. You think you're going to get rid of that in the American government? You're going to get rid of it everywhere except when it comes to outside sources funding your politicians. No, that don't mean nothing to me. When AIPAC can come in and influence our politicians over us, American citizens, and he's not going to say a word about that? You want to get rid of fraud, waste, fraud, and abuse, but you're not going to say anything about Congress and the Senate wholeheartedly, openly passing rules for thee, but not for me, as in insider trading. See, there was a time none of that was allowed. But these people came up in here and slowly chipped away at these foundational aspects of what this government was.
I'm not saying you wrong. That's why
I know. What I am saying is it's these small steps that they've done to tear down the wall.
I get you, brother. But like I said, at least we got some change being started. I don't know if Trump's going to be able to do it all. I don't know if he even wants to do it all.
I told you, I don't trust that boy from South Carolina as far as I can throw his aspirations. Okay? None. Okay, I'm giving that South African apartheidist nothing.
I hear you, man. I hear you. But at the end of the day, brother, he's doing better than all the other presidents put together. Name me a president.
We ain't going that far, bro. We're not going that far. I wholeheartedly agree that Congress, them wimpy little somebodies, should have been put in check. But as to the good, no, I can't. But here's what you're not going to do, cousin. You're not going to turn me into a Trump apologist because I don't really care. You know, hey, I told you before, I'm Trump neutral.
My thing is this. Right now, I like what Trump's doing right now. That don't mean I'm gonna like what he's doing tomorrow or the next day. Until he do something that actually comes and sits in my living room and blocks my view and messes up what I'm trying to do, that's when I might have the same vitriol that you're showing now. But until then,
I'm watching the paperwork. Because see, even with everything that's going on,
I'm looking at this.
These are all primarily executive orders.
Mismanaged funds right here. That's what I'm looking at.
I'm not going to disagree again that there are funds that have been mismanaged. We've all heard of the bridge to nowhere, the road to nowhere, that these congressmen and senators have put in their budgets so that their districts can keep their citizens afloat, to put it politely. You get this land contractors to go build this thing, but there's nothing out there. But that contractor got a $3, $5, $6, $10 million bid. Those bids are not coming in our direction. They never were.
Well, how are we going to
So the idea that waste, fraud, and abuse was out there, I don't want to say it's a false narrative because, again, we know that it's there. It's always been there. Republican and Democrat, they have all done it. So the idea that, again, graft in the United States of America, that is what the whole point of Mr. Smith Goes to Washington was about. Remember that movie?
Which one?
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Jimmy Stewart.
You know what, man? I watch a lot of Jimmy Stewart's movie, but I can't recall that one. I can't recall.
Man, it's actually a great movie. But it really gets down like this. This one robber baron newspaper man was trying to have his way in this particular area. And he went so far as to control the sitting senator and had the sitting senator control Jimmy Stewart, the junior senator, who was not voted in at that particular point in time in American history. He was placed in his position because that's how the governing bodies used to operate. You didn't vote for that second senator. He was appointed, and they never appointed anyone that was against him. You were only a tool when you were appointed. And the idea of attempting to go back to that particular aspect, and for me, that particular aspect is everything goes back to the states. Well, from my opinion, black people have seen what happens when too many laws get thrust back to the states, because the states are filled with these people who have their biases, and they make sure and attempt to legislate their biases into law. Now, all we have to really do is look at North Carolina. With surgical precision is what the judge said that the Republican Party in North Carolina did in going after that black vote. Surgical precision in attacking black people voting. It is what it is. But again, this was the judge who said this. This ain't, cousin. So when we can clearly see these actions and activities going on and act like, oh, well, it can, and how to put it like you said, that didn't affect you. But it dang sure affected everybody in North Carolina.
No, I agree. But that's not Trump.
It's the party. It's the party.
It's the party, but that's not Trump. Trump didn't do that. Now,
no, but this is the same party. These again, because I'm keeping it in party terms. This is the same party that has been bringing forth these right wing leaning initiatives, and I won't say initiatives, but I will say it like this: they're bringing their right wing Christian values to their legislative bodies.
No, I hear that,
and that is an unacceptable practice for me. I get it. You want to have your view, but do not bring it into my politics because your particular religious views do not align with mine. And the fact that, again, you think you're going to potentially implement one religion over another from the governing body, the lead governing body in America, that is abhorrent to what the founding fathers were about. They were anti-religion and government. And anyone who is telling you otherwise hasn't read a book about it, i.e. Lauren Boebert. She wants to get rid of all that separation of church and state stuff. I'm sorry, that was in the founding fathers' documents. They made sure it had it there. So when you say stuff like that, that just tells me how uninformed and how uneducated you are. And this person is in a position of political leadership. If you want to talk about the ultimate DEI hire, You really don't have to look much further than Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert. They are not the sharpest knives in the drawer. They are not, by any stretch of the imagination, the brightest light bulbs in the factory. But they are in positions where they will now receive a minimum of $175,000 a year for the rest of their lives.
White sheet privilege, that is DEI. That is welfare. That is a, that is a cheat code in itself. So that's the system that they built this country on. Everybody else has to start from the bottom while they get an advantage.
Gifts, goodies, and giveaways. Guarantees gifts, goodies, and giveaways is what they've been receiving. But whenever we, FBA, want to step to the table and say, hey, what about us? Now you want to say, wait a minute, man, we got to go find the money.
No, listen. Again, let me say it again. Trump is a Nebuchadnezzar type. I'm not saying he's not going to make any mistakes. He's not going to do anything that we don't like, right? But for the most part, he's setting the stage for us to win, whether he knows it or not. Whether he knows it or not. I think Trump is doing what he believes is right. That's what I think Trump is doing. Trump is following his convictions. And I'm like, let him. Because right now, Trump in his mind, nobody can tell him what to do. He knows what he's doing.
He's been that way all his life, man.
Of course.
All his life. That's nothing new. All he did was turn the United States presidency into The Apprentice.
But hold on. That's not a bad thing, sir.
Yes, it is.
That's not a bad thing, sir, because at least nobody can run Trump but Trump. See, that's what we said we were against. We said we were against puppet leaders. We were against the Obama types that were put in power and not earning their power, not following their convictions. We voted in a man that we wanted to have his own convictions, that he thought that was best to run this country, and we have that. That is Trump right now. Nobody's telling Trump what to do. Trump is telling you what to do. Trump is playing the game. And let Trump play his game. Because his game, no matter what he does, I'm telling you, it's going to benefit us in the long run. There's a lot of good things we're getting out of this. Now, I'm not saying there's not going to be any bad things we're going to get out of this. We're going to have to accept the good with the bad. We're going to have to accept Trump's convictions with the convictions that we don't like, because it's Trump. But at least we know he's not anyone's puppet. That's all I'm saying. Who's
other than Elon's?
But Trump. Okay, he might be kowtowing a little bit for Elon. He might be.
$45 million a month ain't no little bit of kowtowing.
I mean, he might be kowtowing a little bit for Elon, but I don't think Trump. I don't think Elon is his. I don't think Trump is Elon's bitch in any way. I don't think so. I think Trump respects Elon. I think that's the only.
I think Trump only respects more money. That's what he respects. The more money you have, then you get his respect. If you do not have more money,
that's your opinion.
Show me somebody under him who doesn't have money that he respects.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a secret I figured out in this country. Okay, if you want to live like a millionaire and not be a millionaire, all you need to make is about $300,000 a year. Once you get to that level, it's not about the money anymore. Yeah, you're always going to want more money, but if you make about $300,000 a year, you can live just like a rock star without even making $1 million. But I don't think it's about the money for Trump. I think it's about something far. I think that's the scapegoat. I think that's what people think. They always want to point out and say, rich is bad, rich is bad, rich is evil, money is evil. No. Money doesn't change you. It just enhances who you really are. Once you make, because see, you're talking to a man who's been around money. I've been around the millionaires and even billionaires, okay? And let me tell you, it's not about the money for them. That's not true. It's about power. It's about advantage. But once you get to a certain amount of money, it's not about the money anymore. Who
I
cares
would
about
love
45?
to agree with that if they hadn't lowered the tax rates like they've done.
Listen, Trump made $33 billion in one day. You think it's about the money? Come on, man.
Yes, I do.
No. Listen, you got $33 billion. Man, what's stopping you from doing what you want to do? Nothing. You got $1 billion. What's stopping you from doing what you want to do? Nothing. It's not.
My question is real simple. What didn't you buy with the first 500 million that you got to have another 500 billion for?
Exactly. That should comment now. Use your common sense and logic. That's how you know it's not about the money. It's about power and it's about influence. It always is. Once you get to a certain level, it's about power and influence. Nothing else.
And they made sure and exclude FBA from any of that.
Man, we've been at the bottom, but here's the thing: at least Trump is saying the words. They weren't even saying the words before Trump got in office. Trump is telling you, "Hey, man, these people built America. Hey, man, these people got me into office. Hey, man, I like Jackie Robinson. I like Tiger Woods. I like Michael." I mean, he's telling you how much he respects. Now, whether it's true, full-hearted or not, the very fact that he's saying it and with in the open, listen, if you're a staunch racist, you will not say those words. If you ever, I ain't gonna say if you ever been down south. You know what I'm talking about, brother. It's different.
Yeah, but it's not like the white racists haven't used black people to benefit themselves.
I know what a staunch racist is. Listen, you're not gonna get what's that guy, Steven, whatever. You're not gonna get him to say what Trump is saying. You probably won't even get Elon to say what Trump is saying about black people. You see what I'm saying? There is a certain you will only go so far. And that's too far for a racist to go. Where Trump is going, that's too far. That's too far. So to say that, I'm using my comments, I'm using my logic, that's not what they do. That's not what they do. Lyndon B. Johnson, when he did what he did, he made sure he had the N-word in there. Well, we got them for the forever. We got these N-words forever. You understand what I'm saying? There's a certain level that they will go, and that's not that. That's not that. And then there's your sleepy Joes who just do things covertly and smile. You got those. Trump doesn't. Trump does not come off like that.
See, for me, when it came to Sleepy Joe, I always go back and look at when he first started to run for president.
Let me bring some.
And he went to his big money donors.
Stay up here, cuz I'm gonna bring some more people up in here. Hold on, let's stay up in here. Bringing some more people up. Joining on the conversation.
When he went to the first one and went to his big money donors and he said, "Elect me, nothing's going to change." When he, as a Democrat, says this after Donald Trump has been president, then you come in and you don't change a thing, I may as well bring Donald Trump back. At least that somebody was entertaining. He may have been as controversial and as, skin irritating as he could be, but at least he kept the American people entertained. And as long as they were entertained, they could continue robbing the bank because they were so focused on
Let me tell you
legitimizing him.
You're not going to do a Doge if you don't mean well for this country, brother. You're not. I just can't see the reason why he's digging up stones. He doesn't have to do that. He didn't have to do any of that. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to write that. I'm not going to write that, demonize Trump and blame Trump for everything. I'm not going to do that, brother. I just won't do it because my common sense won't allow me to. I'm seeing what he's. Listen, if anything, I can care less what he's talking about, but I'm looking at what he's doing. And bringing in a Doge.
If he attempts to get that tax cut reinstated again, I'm going to have an issue with that, man. That tax cut, again, that was $1.2 trillion. That was every penny in the black community he gave away to the super rich. He didn't spread that around. That's that tax cut. That's $1.2 trillion to 500, not even 500 people.
Listen, and you know what? The Democrats have done worse. But listen, I'm not. I just can't bring myself to demonize one man and blame everything and have that much for one man who doesn't really affect my day like that. At this point, I got my popcorn and I'm watching because I'm watching them go after all my enemies.
Now, in that we're agreed.
The CIA, the FBI, you know, the Department of Education. I'm watching them go tear this thing up. Somebody got a hot mic, man. I'm gonna need you to mute up.
Joan, is that you?
Okay, that's not right. That's Joan. Sorry, but I muted you. Truth, right? I'm gonna come off of mute. I apologize. I thought it was you. I had to mute the other person because the mic was on. Don't come in with the hot mic. You know, if you got a loud background, just mute up. Go ahead, Robert. Let me hear from you, Robert. Go ahead. Robert, you there? Robert?
I wasn't trying to come on. I don't know what happened, but I'm a Trump supporter.
Okay, you're a Trump supporter. Okay, why do you support Trump?
I like him because he's not a politician. Because to me, politicians have been ruining this country for years. For me, the way I see it. And I see him come in here. He doesn't have to do this job. He's got all the money he needs. He doesn't have to put his life in danger every day. People trying to kill him. He doesn't have to do this. He's doing this for us.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And I think all these people need to realize if they sat back and thought about it, he's trying to help us. He's not trying to screw us.
What would you rather have, money or power?
Both.
No, you get a choice. One or the other. Which
Money.
would you choose?
Money.
Okay. Trump chose power.
Because I told you, it's not about money.
Because he's going to get the money.
It's not.
He's already got the money.
It's not about. See, that's a misnomer that a lot of people fall into the trap. Listen. I come from a financial background, so when I'm telling you, I've been around money. Okay, I've been around people worth $500,000, million, 40 million, billion. I've been around those people, and it's not about money. Once you get to about $300K a year, it's not about the money.
This is true.
It's not about the money. You make $300K a year in US dollars. You can travel the freaking world and do whatever the heck you want to do. Nobody can tell you what to do out there. $300K, $400K, $300 to $400K. You can do it. Once you get there, you're good. There's not really much motivation to move up or down. Now, if you move up or down, that's something that you have in you. Competitive, see, people who are born with a competitive spirit, that's just something that's in them.
Yep. Agree.
It's not really about the money. People want to just, everybody wants to look at, money is evil. It's money. No, I get it. I get it. We live in a capitalist society, and I get it. The elite can just swat us all like flies, and just move the goalpost no matter what side they want to move it on, because it's not really going to affect them because they got mucho money. So they can lock down the country, and the elite can still be good.
Hey, too much.
For the next 20 years. Go ahead.
Hey, you're a true Raiders fan?
Not really. I'll be honest.
No?
I'm wearing this shirt. But it's just because somebody gave it to me as a gift.
I'm a diehard, bro. I'm a diehard Raiders fan.
Okay. Well, they're the reason why I don't like the Raiders like that. And I'm from Cali.
Yeah, so am I.
I grew up, in the era of Bo Jackson, Marcus.
Yeah, me too.
But the way that they misuse those brothers.
I know. It was horrible.
And the owner of the Raiders, I can never really rock with. I can't rock with the owner.
All Al was straight. this
Al
new
Davis was
Al.
Al Davis was a good dude, man. He hired the first. He started the first black player. He hired the first black coach. He
Yes,
was
he
for the
did.
black people.
Yes, he did. Now I will
I'm not an
again.
Alabama.
I understand Raiders history, so in that regard, I'm going to give Al Davis his props because Al Davis had one simple rule.
Listen. The moment,
Just win, baby.
the moment. Hold on. The moment Marcus Allen was sleeping with the you know who, bench,
Well, again,
bench.
now you're talking about his personal predilections,
I'm just
and,
saying.
and again, this is the
you had
issue.
two of the baddest dudes on the planet in the backfield, and you don't use them.
Well, that's because they were trying to go into the Dan Marino type thing at that point. We're looking for
And you got freaking
that perfect
Jay
quarterback
Schrader.
passer.
You got
Yeah.
freaking Jay Schrader. What the heck was that? That's like a Jamarcus Russell before there was a Jamarcus Russell.
It just goes to show, actually, how difficult it actually is to find a quality quarterback in the NFL. That is not something that you can just roll out in the backyard and pick off a tree. Okay,
We haven't.
that
Hey,
is
we
not
have
happening.
The Raiders haven't had a good quarterback since Gannon.
Jesus Christ, man.
Wait a minute.
Which
Gannon?
Rich
Before
Gannon.
Minnesota Vikings or after Minnesota Vikings Gannon?
when you got a running pair like that, you don't need to throw the damn ball, brother. You just got to ground and pound and ground and pound, and they messed it up.
Yeah.
That is agreed.
They messed
Yeah,
it
but
up.
they ran poor Bo Jackson into the ground, man.
They did him, man. They didn't have to do that.
I know.
They didn't have to do that. So that's why I'm not a Raiders fan. I'm just not.
Yeah,
I'm not
we'll see
saying
if
my
Pete Carroll's gonna do good things over there. I know that.
You know, I'm just not a fan, man. So that's what that is. But okay, Trump. You know, we got a Trump supporter. We got a non-Trump supporter. But what do y'all think about this lady here? Crying me a river. Cry me a river over Joy Reid.
Hold up, let me get my small, teeny tiny violin so I can start playing for this sad song.
Why is she crying?
Over
She
Joy
just lost $3 million a year.
Oh.
Cry me a.
My violin ain't that big, bro. My violin is not that big. That's still too big, bro. You got to get that thumb and that forefinger. Okay?
Yep.
That thing is small, bro.
A freaking river over.
The minute she went out there and came out talking about the Russian bots, if they're talking about tangibles or reparations, they're Russian bots. Okay, hold up. I'm not a Russian bot. Okay.
Whoever told her those lies and made her say it on national TV, I blame her still.
Yes, absolutely. See, the idea that
Go ahead.
the idea that MSNBC wasn't just as biased as Fox is just naive.
They're the one that was throwing layups to your girl, Kamala.
Yeah, but this ain't the first of either side doing that. Because see, it really gets down like this. There would be no Fox if Rupert Murdoch hadn't got Ronald Reagan to change the rules and say that you don't have to tell the truth. There would be no Fox if that didn't happen. We would still be living under the non-opinionated news. We would just be getting the straight news. Once they started bringing in opinion pieces and made the opinion pieces seem as if there's some sort of factual news that they're delivering, see, that starts the deterioration of trust in the system.
Right.
But as long as you have the means and you have no scruples, well, Roop's like, that's right in my wheelhouse. Perfect. I have the means and I have no scruples, which is why he got kicked out of New England or England, France, Great Britain, when they saw what he was trying to do in their system. And America said, oh, you tried to mess that one up over there? Don't worry about it. Come on over here and get with us. You can do that to us. No problem. We wholeheartedly accept it. I got issues with this. There was a time I trusted the Fourth Estate. I no longer trust the Fourth Estate. There's nothing they haven't given me anything to trust and believe in.
Yeah, man. The moment we start realizing that the news, first of all, the moment I figured out that the news and Hollywood were all working for the same 3-letter agency, I just said, "Oh, I'm done. It's a wrap for me. I don't want to."
See, the idea cats and kittens keep forgetting. We, as foundational Black Americans, we've never been in these positions to actually wield power and use it to help our community. Anytime that's come up, we've had to go through this particular legislative body, that particular legislative body, this is going on, that's going on. But these other groups don't have those hurdles. They're never presented with those hurdles. So the idea is that equality feels like you're losing something when you've been so far ahead. Now you want to treat people fairly. Hold up, that's not right. No, yes, actually it is right. What wasn't right was the previous system. You want to say we're going to base things in merit, but the only people you surround yourself with are mediocre people. When do you find this merit? Because whomever, it's almost like Saddam Hussein and what he did. As soon as he took office, and I mean the day he took office, the cats that did not stand up and cheer for him were eliminated from his system. He ruled with fear and violence. And this particular aspect, again, you want to do some changes, I have no problem with you trying to implement your changes. But your threats are unnecessary, because that's just an unnecessary wielding of power. And it shows how little, in my opinion, character you have. Because if you had merit, you wouldn't need to use power. You would be able to convince these other kittens that you're correct in your assessment.
Okay. Unpack that and decode that. Are we talking about Trump?
In general, not necessarily Trump, but in general.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't want to.
So Robert, Robert, how do you see Trump, man? I mean, you know, do you think that Trump is threatening people and trying to bully people and use his power that way, or do you think he's a little strategic?
I don't think he's threatening people. I think he's making them do the right thing. Like this governor of Maine, she doesn't want to sign the bill to stop men from going into the bathroom with little kids, with little girls. You know, I mean, come on.
See, here's the thing about that particular aspect that gets to me, and I only say this because, mind you, I don't have a dog in this fight at all. But the idea is that you are now, when you make a statement like that, you're looking at your fellow American who's going around about his or her American life, living their lives, and you are saying they can't go to the bathroom while they're out in public living their American free life. You saying they can go to the bathroom.
They can go to the bathroom, but
where?
In the men's bathroom. So you're telling me
what you really want to see, what you really want to walk into is some breastises and a schlong in the men's bathroom.
I would rather be in my bathroom than in my granddaughter's.
Yeah,
I'm not disagreeing with this, brother. I told you, I got no dog in this fight here, okay? Zero dog in this fight.
Listen. This whole transgender thing and gender dysphoria thing has gotten way out of hand, bro.
Agreed.
Way out of hand. I'm sorry, when he said that we only recognize male and female, man and woman, I gotta agree with that.
Exactly. Same here.
I'm sorry, brother. I gotta stand.
No. I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Because
See,
I mean,
I think
that's what I'm saying.
are
How
there
can
some cats and kittens out there competing that should not be competing? Probably. And I disagree with that 100%. Okay, let's not get it twisted. There's no way a guy should be competing against women just so he can get a medal or get some sort of validation
Yeah,
for him.
because he's
That
afraid
makes no
because he's
sense.
afraid because he's afraid to get down with another
listen,
man.
you know what? I don't want to see men whooping on women, brother. I don't want to see it. Listen, men
Same.
and women
Exactly.
men and women are not equal. I'm sorry, they're not equal. Men are strong. It's just not equal. You don't see. I don't want to see. I don't want to see 𝗔𝗯ance man in women's basketball.
Right?
Agreed.
You
John
understand?
Conyers would.
I don't
I
want to
don't want to
see.
see John Conyers playing Serena Williams.
I don't want to see it. I think it's fun in an entertaining way where you got 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶cie Richardson trying to race against what's that dude, top speed,
Bolt,
whatever his name is, or Usain
Usain
Bolt.
Bolt, yeah.
Usain Bolt. I think that's fun. But I don't want to see them in the Olympics racing against each other. You understand what I'm saying? I think exhibition wise, that's fun. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want to see a man dressed as a woman boxing and beating up on another. I don't want to see that.
Same. Neither do I.
You know, listen. I want women to play in women's sports. I want men to play in men's sports. I want women to be shine in their role, and I want men to shine in their role. That's what I want.
I just want us to get
Definitely in
back.
agreement with that.
Get back to
All this
competing.
mixing it up and saying, listen, let's just keep it a bean. Let's remove all the rules and let's go back
Yup.
to when there was no rules. And you tell me if that's fair.
Yeah, let's go back to our generation.
There's
Let's go
really,
back to when we grew up and had to
yeah,
actually go out there and play and not get a trophy just for being there.
yeah. There's really no such thing as fairness anyway. There's no such
Hell
thing.
no.
Okay, there's no such thing as a fair fight. There's no such thing as a fair anything. There's favor, but favor ain't fair.
Nope.
And that's what I say. Let's call it what it is. Let's stop trying to do this whole inclusion thing. Some people don't need to be included. That's all I'm saying. Some things just doesn't need to be together.
Agreed.
Peanut butter and jelly, and that's it.
Wait a minute, man. Hold up. You got mashed potatoes and gravy.
I mean, mashed potato. I mean, we got certain things that go together and certain things that just don't. Oil and water don't mix. So let's stop trying to make it make sense. Let's stop, with this whole thing. Listen, you can like who you want to like. I can like who I want to like, and that's okay. But you're not going to go any further than that. I'm going to allow you to exist. You're going to allow me to exist, but we're not going to start grooming now. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to bother innocent children and recruit from the innocent children pool. We're not going to do that.
Nope.
We're not
I
doing
could
it.
agree with that easy. Like I said, I got no dog in this fight either. So I
You
just
hear from Mindy,
minding mine. Yeah.
minding mine. Let me hear from minding mine. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I have the flu, so I'm not really talking. But I was just scrolling and hearing your conversation, and I have a friend that is gay, and so I'm not against anybody that's gay or anything like that. My issue is, as far as kids are concerned, it's up to the parent to protect their child. And if they're in a school system, it's up to the school to protect at some point too. But you have to have a relationship with your children. People always want to blame everybody else for what happens with their kids. I used to do it. My kids are grown now. But my first set, I used to be like, oh, it's this person's fault. It's that person's fault. And you know what? They're messed up. My next set of kids, you have to take responsibility for your children. You have to have a relationship with them. You don't let your child go into a bathroom, a public bathroom by themselves. I was at Disney one time and this guy had his daughter. I'll never forget. And he asked me to take his daughter into the bathroom because he did not want to bring her into the male's bathroom, and he didn't want her in there by herself. What he didn't know is that Disney has cameras inside those bathrooms, so they can't see in the stalls, but they can see like in the area where you wash your hands and stuff like that. But I did, I took her in there and I stood up in front of the stall while she used it and brought her back out. But it's just, you have to take on a responsibility. I have a granddaughter. My husband has had to take her to the bathroom when he's with her. Like when she was a kid, he would have to take her to the bathroom. I mean, you're not going to just say, oh, go ahead and go in the bathroom. You're not going to, I don't care. Even with my sons, I'm like, they're coming in the bathroom with me. They're not going in the bathroom as kids into a grown man's bathroom. Period. I don't. You don't know. You're worried about the ones that dress up. The ones that you got to worry about is the ones that are in secret. The ones that don't tell you. Your next door neighbor or somebody, that doesn't even tell you that they're like that. Those are the ones that prey on children. These people that are dressing up and they're like performers and they like to dress in women's clothing, or they're not the ones that are out here trying to
Essay.
attack men or attack your children. When you usually hear about something like this happening, it's usually somebody that is close to home in your neighborhood, or they're in
You know
secret.
them.
Yeah.
No,
I
I,
mean, what was
I,
that
I
that
agree.
sheriff that got dead a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago? Old boy found out that fellow officer found out what he did to his daughter. Old boy was a judge, I think, but he knew him, close family friends. When the daughter finally told what he did, ran right up in the office and handled his business, shall I say? But again, she's right. It's in my opinion.
And I got something else to share with y'all.
Go
Like
ahead,
I said,
sister.
I have a friend that's gay. This guy I knew since I was a kid. He dated my sister. They dated since they were in elementary school, all the way through high school. Things like that happen because of people not allowing people to be who they are. My sister was, I mean, he loved my sister. They were really in love with each other, but he knew all along that this was not the path for him. This wasn't him. And me being like 6 years old, I knew something was up because he was just always very particular and very clean. And something just told me something was different about him. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know the word gay or whatever. I didn't know any of that. I just know that he was different from all the rest of the people that I have, any man that I have ever met before. So by the time they graduated and my sister was like trying to talk about marriage and everything like that. He tried. I mean, my sister even got into the church and he was like, okay, I'm going to get into the church. He was trying to do everything to fit in and not hurt her and not tell his family and people that knew him, to the point where, he just broke down in church and he was like, this is who I am. This is what I am. And he's married now to a man, and they're, I mean, they're good. They're not, I've never seen them like dress up like women or anything like that. They actually are, actually his spouse is in
So,
the military.
so, so,
Um,
so there are good and there are bad people, no matter who they love or
right.
who they like or who they prefer. I got people like that in my immediate family. Okay,
Same.
brothers. Okay, and it. Listen, I I don't demonize them for what they choose, right? But what I do demonize is the agenda. There's no need for this
Yeah.
agenda. There's no need for grooming children. There's no need for this inclusiveness. There's no need for this men and women playing the same sports. Men and women are. There's none of that BS that needs to be. We just got to tell the truth. As long as you stand on business and you're truthful with who you are, I don't got no problem with you. I don't got no problem with you.
Same.
But the moment you start invading on my right to be who I am and my right to raise children the way I deem fit, I mean, let me tell you something. There's all kind of bad cases. I mean, I could bring up one after other. You got those two those two married couples everybody thought was good men. They adopted some children, and what did they do to those children? Y'all hear about that story? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
No.
No.
Those it was I don't want to get flagged or taken off TikTok, but there's two I think they're from Ohio, two white men. They adopted two boys, and it was not good.
Oh boy.
They were selling them. It was not good. It was not good. And
But you know what? People that adopt children, they don't have to be that. They're just bad people. It has nothing to do with. It's not so much as because of
I
their
get it. I
what
get
they
it. But there's
are.
also a whole agenda behind it. See,
Yeah, but I
there
mean,
was a point.
people
There was a
adopt children
point.
all the time and do that.
Yeah, I know. But there was a point where it wasn't allowed in movies. There was a point where a lot of this stuff that we're seeing now wasn't allowed. It was sheltered, and
Right.
now it's like an all free for all. You can watch a whole porn flick now.
Evolve,
While you're enjoying
I
the
evolution,
will
story
only say
and
this.
a
It
plot.
wasn't sheltered. It
evolution.
wasn't hidden. It just,
I mean, I'm seeing TikTok videos where dogs are able to open doors. I mean, it's evolution. Change happens. Is
I don't know.
you can't.
No, no. What
You're
it is,
never going to be
what it
able to
is,
go
man.
back to the
No,
past. And
no, man. What it
you can
is, no,
talk
no.
about it,
It's not
but
about going back to the
things
past. It's
change.
about recognizing the propaganda and the witchcraft. A lot of us are not recognizing the propaganda and the witchcraft. When you don't pay attention, they slide things in.
Okay, so you're saying
They
people that are
slowly
like that are
desensitize
doing
you.
witchcraft?
They slow. No, I'm not saying. I'm saying that there is an agenda. That's why you're seeing a lot of it. Is because there's an agenda, and when you don't understand the agenda, that's what happens. You become
It's been
numb.
there.
There's an agenda. That because there's an
It's been there
agenda.
all the time.
It's
It's
because
just
there's
that
an agenda.
society wanted to silence them.
No,
And you get worse. It's worse when
no.
they're silenced because you don't know who's what. I'd rather them be boisterous and say, "Hey, this is what I am," than to be in a closet and pretending to be something that they're not. I want you to tell me what you are. I don't want you to be around me and lying. I want the
Listen,
truth.
listen.
You can't
All I
protect
want,
yourself. You
all I
can't
want is
protect
our
anybody if you
kids.
don't know what's going on.
All I want is our kids to go to school and not have to see those things. Not have to
But
learn about
that's
those things.
life. That is life.
No, it's not.
And it's your job as a parent to prepare your children for life, because that's life.
Yeah, but our
If you
schools
shelter
shouldn't
your
be
child,
teaching
they
them that
won't
it's
be
okay.
prepared for life.
Let me tell you what school is for. School is not for life. School is to be taught reading, writing, and arithmetic. School is for
Exactly. But
school.
your
School is
job is
for
to teach
that.
your child and
No,
prepare your
no, no,
child for
no,
life.
no. Yes, and that's up to the parents' decision of how they want to teach their kids and introduce life to the
And
kids.
if you don't
That's not
prepare them,
your
that's on
job,
you.
and that's not your job, and that's not my job. That's the
Right.
parents' job. So
Exactly.
it's
But
the
if you don't
parent. It's
prepare
not
them,
the
that's on
school's
you.
job. It's not the school's job to introduce that to them, to have them reading books like that. It's not the school's job for that. It's not the school's job to discipline your children.
You know what? The school
That's
wouldn't
your
get
job.
involved if parents took the responsibility to take care of their children the way that they should. They wouldn't be involved.
I believe in homeschooling.
And I mean,
I
I
don't
know
even
when I
believe
went to
in it.
school,
I don't even believe in public school.
you could get whooped at school
I
when I was
believe
going to school.
I,
And
I
that's
believe in
because there were so
homeschooling.
many so many people that would bring their kids to school, and they just had their parents had no get right. I mean, they weren't doing anything with their kids. They were collecting money and sitting at home, or I mean,
I think
I'm
most parents
telling
are
you,
at work.
I've seen
I
some
think
stuff.
most
So I
parents are
mean,
trying to make a living,
that's the
man.
reason why.
I think most parents are trying to make a living, man. I think most parents are trying to bring in income and feed their family.
Yeah, but just because you go to work, I mean, just because you go to work, you can't use that as an excuse and say, "Well, I'm working, so I
No,
can't take care of
no,
my
no,
child."
no. I agree. I agree. I don't
So if
listen.
you're
Listen.
working and you
Listen.
can't do it,
I'm
then
like
what?
this. If
That's
you
why the
have a
school steps
two-parent
in.
home, if you have a two-parent home, and you're a man, right, and you have children, and you
I
and you
can tell
can't
you like
and you can't
this:
afford to take care of your family as a man,
the school,
that's a
they're gonna
problem,
learn
man.
it. They're gonna learn it one
That's a
way or
problem.
another.
No,
They're
that
either gonna learn it
your
from
kid,
you.
your kids
They
may
can
learn
learn it
that.
from school.
Your kids may
They can
learn
learn it
that.
from some
Your
boy
yeah, yeah.
or
Your
some
kids may learn
girl.
that, but that's not the
They're gonna
job of
learn
the
it.
school. That's not the job of the school. That's not Hollywood's job. That's
It
not the
may
job
not
of the
be.
school. That's not anybody's job but the parents. That's what I'm saying. That's not anybody's
Can you
job.
acknowledge, sister, that Hollywood has had an agenda when it
There's an
comes to
agenda.
the LGBT community or the Skittles community?
There's an
There's
agenda.
always an agenda, but as far as children are concerned, you protect your children.
I agree with that. But to me, what you're talking about is you're talking about sending your kids off to the wolves, and then the wolves telling your kids what they want your kids to learn, and your kids come back
No,
and say, "This, hey
I never
mom,
said that. I
I
said
feel like
it's the
I feel
parents'
like I
responsibility
feel like
to teach their children.
so let
But
me
when
ask
you
you
don't
this.
teach them, somebody else will.
Right. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You're raising your kids, right, to be whatever you want them to be, right?
Mhm.
What if they don't turn out the way you want them to be?
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
I
You
have a
did your
problem with that.
job.
I have a problem with that. I have a problem
I
with that
mean, at one
because
point, your
because if
child
I
has.
if I have if listen if I'm raising my kids a certain way, I expect them to be the way I raised them.
Okay, but at the same time, they're an individual, and it's their life.
No, no. See, that's where we get it. See, that's where we're
Yeah, I
gonna
don't see it that way.
agree. That's where we're gonna have to agree
Okay,
to disagree, ma'am.
it's
Because
called
a
free will.
child is a child. He's not a child is a child. That's what a
Okay,
child
but
is.
people,
An individual is an adult, and there's no such
people
thing
when
as
it
any
grows up or when
individual.
they grow up, and
Yeah,
they have
everybody.
what
Yeah,
they
when they
want to
grow
do.
up, that's different. But a child is a child first. I'm not sitting there. Listen. I'm not arguing back and forth with no child. Sit down, eat your
Hell
food,
no.
clean up, and go to
Yes.
bed.
Well, I know my friend went through that, and when he was, and he was like that, and he kept it quiet, he kept it dormant, and he was unhappy. So if that's the way you want to raise your child, they'll be
Listen,
unhappy. They can't be
listen.
themselves,
One
but
out
they
of
will
one.
eventually.
Listen.
If that's what they are, that's what they
Hold
are.
on, hold on, hold on, ma'am. Unhappiness is part of life. Unhappiness is part of life. No one told you that you're supposed to be happy. Happiness belongs to you. Happiness is a personal thing. It's not a group thing. Happiness is a personal thing. My job is not to make people happy. My job is to do my job.
That's right. Raise my kids right and teach them right.
That's
And
my job.
Yeah, that's all you
My
can do.
job is not to
But
worry about your happiness, and your job is not to worry
so
about my happiness.
you're saying that
Happiness is
everyone
a
that's like
personal
that, their
thing.
parents didn't raise them right.
No, that's you saying that, ma'am. I didn't say that.
I
Well, what
never
are you
said that.
saying?
That's you saying that. No, see, we don't play this disingenuous game when we throw words in people's mouths and things like that.
I'm asking you a question. I didn't throw words in your mouth.
Well, no, you said, "Are you saying?" And I'm saying I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm saying
Okay.
what I'm
Well, I
saying,
just asked you a
and you
question.
take me at
You
what
don't
I'm
have to
saying.
answer it.
Yeah, there's no need to answer that because I didn't say that. And I'm not going to answer a disingenuous question. I'm just not going to do that. I'm saying, as a parent, your job is to protect your children. That's where we agree on.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I've
not
been
for
saying all
Hollywood
along.
to have an influence over my children, and it's not for some school with a leftist mentality to have an influence over my children. It's my job to have influence over my children. That's what I'm saying. My job as the parent. It's my job not to be. Listen. My job is not to be friends with my children. My job is to raise my children. I come from a military background. I come from a single father home. My father raised me and two sisters. Okay, his job was not to be my friend. His job was to raise me to be a citizen in America. That
Agreed.
was his job, and he did that job. Now, me and my father eventually we became friends. But friendship is a respect thing. There comes a point where you look at your kids and they look at you and y'all respect each other. That's where the friendship starts. But before that happens, it's all respect first. Respect, 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 respect my wishes, respect my ways, respect my ideology. Because you didn't make me, I made you. You want to be an individual? Go on out there and be an individual. But you're gonna learn today that the world is about ups and downs, failures and wins. And men, and all men in this room can grant for this. We don't have the luxury like everybody else. Men, we learn through failure. A lot of us learn through.
Yep.
And let me tell you something. Scars look better on men than they do on women.
True.
Scars look better on men than they do on women, because when you got a man that has scars, that probably means he's been through something and he learned some things. You have a woman full of scars, man. She done probably went through some things and learned some things, and it doesn't look good. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying men and women are different. I'm saying women feel and move with their emotion. Men, we don't have that luxury. We have the luxury to feel and move with logic. Logic is always going to trump emotions. When emotions are high, intelligence is low.
Hey, Too Much. It's been a pleasure, man.
All right.
I'm following you, so
Thank you, brother.
take care of yourself.
Yeah, you take care of yourself, brother.
God bless everybody.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you too.
How do I get out of
You
here?
too, brother. Be safe enough.
I'll disconnect you.
Just
brother.
hit your back
All
button,
right.
bro. Just hit your back button.
So that's all I'm saying. We have to know who each other are. A man has to be a man, a woman has to be a woman, and we have to raise these children. I'm not here to be friends with any child. I need to give them an example, and I need to give them direction. Those are two things that children need. Children at some point, when all this nurturing is good in the beginning, but after they're about 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, they need some direction. They need some hard lessons. They need some hard truths. They need to come into the light. Because the world, like you said, the world is not friendly. Somebody's
No.
gonna have to teach these children and show them the way. And my job is to be the example and show them the way.
You rear the child in the way that you want him to go,
Yeah.
and they shall not depart.
And keep them in this little shelter and tell them, oh, you can be whatever you want to be. You could be a butterfly. No. The Easter Bunny, Santa Claus. No. I don't teach my kids those things. Okay? They know they're not gonna learn that. But they're gonna learn the truth. They're gonna learn how to be upstanding citizens. And that's what they need to be more than anything. More than being a child, more than knowing about the Easter Bunny, more than knowing about Santa Claus, they need to be men and women of integrity first. Everything else, once I put that into them, if they want to go be a criminal, man, that ain't on me. I did my job. But they're not gonna get my respect that way. I'll tell you that. They're not gonna get my respect being deviants or doing deviant things.
Right.
Truth Life, you have anything you want to add to this program?
Yeah, truth light, come on, man.
Yes, I've been listening a few things. Earlier, you was talking about Mr. Trump, and I just was wondering when you said that he wants power. It's not about the money, and I agree with you.
Power. I didn't even say power, but
No, he's talking to me in that one. He's talking to me because I did say he wanted power more than money.
You know what I think,
Okay.
you know what I think Trump.
I'm so sorry.
Trump wants legacy. Trump is dang near 90, man.
Oh yeah.
He wants
Okay.
legacy.
Okay. Well, I don't agree. I agree with the legacy part, but I'm also agree with the power part because the moves that he's making, he's the greatest. I will give him this compliment. He's the greatest musician I've ever seen. David Copperfield have nothing on him because this man has people thinking about these certain things when he's actually doing something else and he tell you exactly what he's doing. This man is taking steps that no one much talk about to be a dictator. This man, it's hard for me to worry about AIDS and
I think he's
all
trolling
this
a little
stuff people
bit.
talk
I
about.
think he's trolling.
Well,
a
you know
little
what? Well, let me say this, sir. If you think he's trolling, he's done gut out the military. He's getting ready to be the only voice of the military. Everybody he's pointing in these positions are not qualified. He's gutting out the FBI. He's gutting out the CEA. When he take over all these branches of government and he have his goons in these places and his voice is the only voice, and he don't have nobody he have to answer to, is he not then a dictator? Has he then accomplished the position as a dictator as he said he wanted to do?
Let's go down that route. Let's say Trump.
But that's the question though.
Okay.
Can you
Let's
answer that question?
Let's go down that route. I'm going to entertain you. Okay. Let's say Trump
Yes, sir.
wants to be a dictator. Okay. And
He said it.
everything to be a dictator. Then what?
He said he wanted
after
to,
that?
and he said okay. You said what if, but what I'm saying is the man said it, and the man making the moves to do just that.
He didn't say it, but let's say he did say it. Then what?
You say he did not say it.
He did not say
The
he
man
wants
was on it. Okay.
He did not say he
Okay.
was going to be a dictator.
He said he was going to do it for supposedly a day,
Ho-
but I digress. He did say he was going to do it for a day.
Thank you. He said no. He said that the lady asked him on an interview. He said, "This is why I like Trump. He tell you what he want to do, but those who follow him don't see it. He says it. The lady asked him, is people saying that you want to be a dictator, is that something you want to do? He said, no, just from day one. Just from day one. That's what he said. Now let me tell you what he's doing. The moves he's
Technically,
doing.
brother, he
Yes.
said only on day one, not from day one.
Okay. I give him that then. The man is taking over the military. He's putting one voice over the military. One.
He didn't know what
The
was
man.
happening with Project 25, but yet that's what's happening.
That's a book.
Okay.
We don't.
I'm talking about. I'm only speaking facts on what he's doing.
Then I did
So
that.
I don't know about Project 25 and all that
What's
stuff.
your
I'm
concern?
saying what the man.
So let's say, okay, like I said, let's say he wants to be a dictator. Now what?
But my concern is this. My concern is this. You said now what? My concern is this. You or me and nobody else don't know what further and power and decisions he would make. You don't.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
You don't. What if he come
Wait a
on
minute,
and
hold
he said,
on.
Do you actually? But hold on, time out.
Far enough.
actually
The
believe?
whole key thing
Hold on,
came
King.
from
Hold on, hold
Project
on, hold on,
25.
hold on, hold on,
If you
hold on,
look at it,
hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. I'm talking to Truth Light real quick. Hold on, we're gonna get to you. Hold on. So let's say he wants to become a dictator, and he keeps saying, okay, how is he gonna do that?
He's going to do it
You
by
think
doing
he's just
exactly
gonna?
what he's doing now that no one talk about.
You think
He
he's just
just,
Project
gonna?
he just,
25,
Hold
the first
he
on,
just,
brother.
chapter.
Hold
he
on, brother. I'm
just,
talking to Truth Light. So, are you saying we, the American people, are just gonna hand it to him?
we, it's happening now. What are we doing?
So we're
It's
handing it to
In
not
him.
that we're
order,
going to hand it to him.
okay,
I
okay,
would,
okay,
let me interject
okay.
this.
He's done ripped through the generals and put one man over this mess with the military. He's been put the FBI. He done put one man to answer to, that answers under him, ripping out the FBI, going to the CIA. What are the jobs of these people that he's getting rid of that
So
have one voice over these over
do you
these?
like them? Do you like the FBI and the CIA? Do you like them? Do you,
I
do
like
you,
what they
do you like
represent.
do
I
you like
like
the
what they
way they've been
represent.
running things?
I like
Do you like how they've
I,
been coming at American citizens?
you know
Do you
what
like
I
that?
like, sir. You know what I like. As far as that go, if you want, what I do like, the government itself, we know, is a whole mess. It's been a mess since the beginning of time. But I do like the fact to be able to choose. I don't like the fact of just one man running this, given
So
to
do
a
you
point to
think
run
that
this
wasn't
country.
happening? So do you believe there was a deep state, or you don't believe there was a deep state?
It's hard for it. What I'm saying is, yes, what I'm saying is, it is hard for me to give a hoop about that when I see a man that's trying to seize the damn country. He's making the moves to do it. And he's telling other people the deep state, they stealing your money, the price of eggs, and they focusing on those things, which is not going to, these are things that he is absolutely,
So
he don't care about
so
that.
let me ask you this question. Are you a Democrat?
I voted independent this time, but I have voted Democratic.
So
And I have voted
did you
Democrat
vote
and I
for
have voted
Kamala?
Republican.
Did you vote for Kamala?
I voted independent this time.
So
I voted independent this time.
who was the independent candidate?
Myself.
Oh, you voted yourself. Okay, so
I
you
wrote
voted
my own. Yes, I did.
you voted
Yes.
yourself. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, I agree with that. Now, where are you from? Where's your family from?
The South.
The South? What
Georgia.
part? Georgia. Okay.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
hmm
Okay. And
And I
are you
just and I and
are you
go
foundational?
ahead.
Are
I'm
you
sorry, sir.
foundational Black American? Are you a foundational Black American?
Yes, I'm black.
Okay.
American. Yes. And
Black
I just yes, sir. And like I said, I just see the things he's doing, getting rid of those generals and gutting it out and putting one man to answer to. I remember when the last time he was in there, he wanted the generals to shoot the people in the legs that were protesting. And the generals told him, no, we ain't doing that. But yet still, nobody is talking about this stuff. We
he
talking about all this stuff, but what
That's
this man
true.
is actually
He's
doing,
running.
this man is actually seizing this country right before your
You're saying
eyes.
Trump wanted to use pew pews on American citizens? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, he did.
I mean, he
Yes, he
did
did.
tear
That's why.
gas that group at the church.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, nobody looking at this. Donald Trump is the greatest musician I've ever seen in my life. Everybody talking about everything, but what this man is really doing and is scary. Let me ask you this, sir. Let me ask you this. Why would this man take dirty cops and erase their records with the federal government and shut down the civil rights department? What good is that going to do this country? Tell me that one.
That's a good
What
point.
good is that going to do?
That's a good
I'm
point.
trying to tell you, Mr. Trump, I commend him. Oh, but by the way, let me say this. Uh, I want to make sure I go back and don't lie to you. I'm originally from New York City. I left New York City and moved to the South in the 8th grade. So I consider myself from the South because that's where I was raised at. So I know Mr. Trump's mentality. And my point to you is this. He's saying one thing, but he's doing another one. He don't care about no eggs. He don't care about no people in the government stealing. And everybody talking, oh, he's stealing the taxes and the money. He got what he lost, he cleaning up. This man is seizing this country. I don't want nobody to seize the country. No, I don't care who it is. I would love to have a choice. I don't want nobody to take the choice from me.
So what would you have him do? I agree. So what would you have him do? See, my thing is this. I don't want a false choice either. I don't want a Ponzi scheme being ran on me at the ballot box. That's
It
kind
is.
of what it feels like at the last 20 years he's been in power. That's kind of what it feels like. The whole Ponzi scheme. Whoever you vote for, it don't really matter anyway. Because it's going to be Democrats. Democrats run the House. Democrats run no matter what. No matter what.
Well, I tell you what. If we, Democrats, Republicans, Independent, wherever you want to be, if we don't come together quick, you're going to really get to know Mr. Trump, and you're not going to like him. Tell him.
Well, listen to this.
You might think you know him.
Listen to this. I don't think I know anybody. So listen to this.
Yes, sir.
𝗔𝗯̱cie lady, can you mute up, please?
Yeah, can you mute your mic, please? You're moving around. It sounds like you're
Lois, I'm sorry. Lois Hardy, my bad.
Oh, I'm
Mute up,
sorry.
please.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right, sister.
Thank you. So my thing is this: Trump is a Nebuchadnezzar type. Okay. But you may not believe in the Most High. I don't know. I believe in the Most High.
Yes, I do.
And I believe in the ancestors. Okay. And everything is telling me that Trump is doing what he's supposed to do. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's going to work out for the good of Foundation of Black America.
Well, he's already shut your media. He shut your media down already.
Good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
You think so?
Because he opened it up to new media. He shut
his media.
And he's elevated. No. All.
Just like in Russia.
No,
just like they doing in Russia.
No. All media. He's shutting down the fake news, the entertainment news, the one that tells you, hey man, we're for entertainment. We don't have to tell you the truth.
That's why I came up.
Hold on. I'm gonna get to you. We're gonna listen to whatever our handlers tell us to put out. We're gonna follow this project. I was loud, brother. We're gonna follow this mockingbird type of routine that's going on, where we tell you what to say and you run that. And if anybody get too close to the truth, we're gonna call them conspiracy. And we're gonna throw all those code words out there to throw people off the trail and mess this up. I don't think anybody's bad who's trying to release the Epstein, release the Martin Luther King, and release the JFK. Those are all things that American people need to know. Because
what good?
We need closure in those things. We're tired of the speculation. We're tired of the wondering. We need those files released, and we need to know. So that's the good part. Now, is he perfect? No. I don't like the erasing police records. I don't like that. I don't like the bringing over Boers and making them refugees, like they're in some type of danger or whatever. I don't like that. Those are two things that I can honestly say I don't like. But have he done anything to have he put any policies or anything in place that affects foundational Black Americans? No, he hasn't. So until he does that, that's when I have a problem. I don't even have a problem with him for trying to run a third term. I don't have a problem.
So you don't think what he did with the Civil Rights Division and erasing what the police did is going to affect the Black community? You don't think so?
I think that can. I think that can, and it can. and I look at it like this, because there's a lot of us that don't even know these police from Tom, Dick, and Harry anyway. They're in our community. They're in and out of our communities, and we have no idea. Who among us is really paying attention to those databases? Maybe a small number of people are, but the majority of us aren't. So we don't know anyway.
That's exactly why those tools are effective against us. That is exactly why that community run rings around us. Because the very little things that we need to pay attention to, we're not. And I'm gonna tell you something, sir. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm only 58 years old.
But I'm not gonna fall for the boogeyman that he wants to be a dictator and all. I'm just not buying it. I'm just not buying it until I see some more clear cut evidence.
When you see it, sir, it's gonna be too late.
Exactly.
It's gonna be too late when you see it.
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. When I operate that's why I've never in my life, you talking to a man that only have a 12th grade education.
That's too much.
And my daddy learned me it's important to read. And I'm gonna tell you something. I thank God that I operate off common sense. By the time you figure it out, what that man doing is gonna be too late.
It's gonna be too late.
Okay.
And that's the only part I'm telling you, brother.
Okay, so too late for who? Too late for all of us, or too late for me?
I think too late for all of us, sir.
Okay,
because the only way we can beat this now is come together. That's the only way.
So here's the thing. We're doing that now.
No.
Yes, sir.
We're doing that now. We're coming together now.
We are, sir. But when we sit down, and I'm not saying that you are. Please don't think I'm saying you are. But when we sit down and we talk to people that do support them and do look at things in a certain way, they sound so tricked, like they're at a magic show, like they can't really see the writing on the wall. And that's my point. You don't see anything now. Donald Trump is better than 𝗣𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶cie I wish I had his skills.
I'm gonna say
he's better than 𝗣𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝗀𝗶𝗴𝘵. The man can tell you. The man can tell you what you want to do and then turn around and say something else. And whatever he desires for you to believe, not you personally, the Trump supporters, they believe it. They still talking about budgets. And the man is friends and going along with a dictator, the enemies. He turning all your allies against you. It's amazing. I'm gonna shut up, sir. It's your show.
So let me say.
Question: does anybody know where the vice president is?
He's shutting up because he know his place. That's where he at. He's not going to be
washing
the
his tights.
Donald Trump is.
What is he?
Donald Trump is going to be the dictator.
What is he supposed to be doing right now? What is the vice president supposed to be doing right now?
I don't know.
Selling the president's agenda.
There you go.
All of y'all,
dictator.
Listen to me. Black people are absolutely insane, bro. What are you talking about? All black people talk about is you go to church, you got Jamal Bryant and all these idiots up. You got all of these stupid black
You've been too broad in your assumptions already, bro.
Let this
black people.
Excuse me, sir. You are absolutely insane. All black people, all of them, and people say this about black people.
Hold on. We gotta mute up some people. Hold on. We gotta mute up. Listen, let this brother speak. I want to see where he's going with this, because I'm hearing a lot of doom and gloom and boogeyman and Trump trying to be a dictator and all this stuff, but nobody sees the good that he's done or that
Exactly. Excuse me.
Nobody understands that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Listen, y'all better let Trump do what he's doing. Listen, who cares? Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Let me. See, I'm not afraid of a dictator. I'm not afraid of a president. I'm not afraid of I'm not afraid of an ism. I'm a foundational Black American. I'm gonna stand on business regardless. I'm gonna thrive in whatever situation comes my way.
Yeah, my brother. Listen.
Because I follow the logic.
That's right.
The common sense. And I don't fall for the boogeyman tactics like I'm hearing right now. But go ahead, brother. I cut you. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
It's all good, brother. Like I said, black people are absolutely insane. Donald J. Trump is the biggest friend the black man has had in a long time. And we have been duped. We have been
just led astray. Period. Everybody, every black person I know, even in my family, they don't talk to me no more. They mad at me, but I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, I don't know what's going on in black people's mind right now. I mean, it's like they got a Stockholm syndrome or something. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden was the worst president and vice president ever.
That's the dictator.
That's the dictator, and the Democratic Party is the plantation, and it's so crazy. It's like they hate Trump, but they love Biden. Look at what he did. He got black people to do all the dirty work, all those
But you
prosecutors,
love Trump.
and he didn't even give him a golden parachute. He didn't even give him a pardon.
Look at your girl right here.
Yeah. Joy Reid with her ignorant ass.
Look at the. Come on.
Oh, come on now. Be
Joy
respectful.
Reid with her ignorant black ass. She up there always spreading racism. You talk about white.
Excuse me. Joy Reid's a second generation immigrant.
Joy, I don't give a shit what she is. Joy Reid is a racist. And she spread racism.
How about prejudice rather than racist? She doesn't have the power to implement anything, brother.
Right. So, okay, well, that's fine. Prejudice, bias, whatever you want to say. But what she is, she keep that race card. And that's what the Democratic Party do. As soon as they mention something about racism, that black people go. They know that you are emotional voters. They know that you are emotional people, and all they got to do is put some racism in it, and there your black ass go with the bullshit.
You sound racist.
Everybody black ain't stupid.
You sound racist.
No,
And you're
I'm not
black.
racist. I'm not racist
But you
at
sound
all.
racist. But
No,
you sound racist,
I'm not
sir.
racist.
But
The
you
racism,
sound
I can't stop nobody from doing nothing. I can be prejudiced, but I'm not. I'm talking about our own people. We got to stop being so emotional about this shit. Who is the Chinese leader?
Get off of here.
Who is the leader for the Chinese? Yeah, see, you got to go now.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Bye bye.
No, don't, brother. Don't be rude to the sisters.
Well,
Don't
see,
be
well, see,
rude.
that's it. He's
She
rude.
said she gotta go. I said bye.
No, that she's speaking
rude. He's rude.
to herself. Let's not be rude.
Sir. Exactly. That's exactly what I meant.
Listen. Donald J. Trump. Right now, he's uncovering. See, black people you don't even look at the good that the man is doing.
Uncovering what?
He's uncovering all of this unnecessary spending that's got these people have been using us, man. They've been using us.
No.
They turn us. Everybody's a slave. Black, white, it don't matter. Look at all
No,
these taxes.
don't you ever say that again. There's not one white slave in this country in its history. Don't ever say that again.
Don't ever say what?
Don't ever say that there have been white slaves in this country.
It is. Everybody's a slave.
I just said this is the way they think. David Copperfield.
So white people don't have to pay taxes?
That doesn't make you a slave.
Oh, it do. When you working every day.
That makes you a part of the system, sir.
So you a slave?
That makes you a part of the system, paying your taxes. That is not slavery in any way, stretch, or form in the imagination. And the fact that you would equate the two as to the same shows that your level of just brushing it aside
using that shit to
is
watch
too much.
sex and see how fast a shrimp can run.
What they doing in their bedroom have to do with my money?
Because they paying for it with your taxes.
They paying for it. What he right about that?
The government, this de facto government that we under, they're the ones doing it.
If they fix it,
And Elon
they ain't gonna do nothing for your community.
and Donald J. Trump is uncovering all of this bullshit spending that's in your pocket. That's why motherfuckers gotta have 2 and 3 jobs, and you still can't make ends meet.
So hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, but I gotta jump in. So I had to mute you real quick because I gotta jump in. I don't want anybody to talk to me. So again, I just want y'all to understand something, man. That whether you like Trump Whether you love Trump, okay, Trump is still the president. And if my belief that Trump is never
Whoa, who is that?
some chips. So I don't know what you're doing back there, but it sounds crunchy. That's all I can say. It sounds crunchy. Okay? So this is what I'm saying. That Trump is a never type. And brother, I thought it was brother, is it Galley? Man, what
One of them was sleeping.
what type of bed y'all? It sounds like y'all laying in a bed of potato chips. Like who's laying in a bed of potato chips? Y'all crunching loud, man. Jesus. So again, Trump is a Nebuchadnezzar type. Okay? You didn't put him there, but guess what? The Most High put him there. The Most High allowed it. Right, wrong, or indifferent, whether you know what's going on or whether you think you know what's going on, this is the move. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but Putin been in power a long time. That's the advantage that these dictators have over our country. See, we think we just keep swapping leaders out every 4, every 8. You just keep swapping out. One regime comes in and another regime goes out. That's what we've been doing. That's how
That's the beauty of America, brother. Because this idea that a dictator.
No, listen. I'm not saying I'm for. I just want you to hear what I'm saying. There's pros and cons to all of this. There's pros and cons to democracy. There's pros and cons in a republic. There's pros and cons in a monarch, and there's pros and cons when it comes to dictatorship. And I'm saying there's an advantage that we're missing out on. Okay, because we keep listen. We can't keep swapping these. 1 minute we conservative, 1 minute we liberal. It's messing and it's destroying the soul of the country. Not just the country, but the soul of the country. Because we can never be clean. We serving two masters whether we want to or not. It's red or blue. We're serving two different ideologies. It's super conservative or super liberal. Which one do we want? 1 minute.
I wish
The youngsters want this. The old people want this. It's like we're constantly going to keep being divided. One thing I can tell you what Trump is trying to do is he's trying to unite us.
I can say this to you.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish. I know I'm long-winded, but let me finish. Okay. What he's trying to unite us under is American. America first. America first. I'm with that. Let's put America first. Now, however long we got, Trump is probably honestly Trump is probably going to be here 4 years and gone, and then next thing you know, we back to spending money overseas again.
Well, I tell you what, sir. I don't know where you've landed, but I only been in this country 58 years,
I'm 44.
and I've lived under Democrat, and I lived under Republican, and I don't know where you landed, but I've always landed last. So when you say they flip-flop as a black man in this country, I've always landed last.
Man, and
you're talking about somebody that's a hard worker, that's hardworking, raise kids, not somebody that haven't worked double hard to try to keep up in this thing here. So when you say that the country keep changing and it might be good for a dictator, no. For me, I always end up the same position.
I never said it might be good for a dictator. I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
I said there's pros and cons.
I'm sorry.
Have it all.
I'm sorry.
Said that it might be good for. I'm saying that what this country needs stability. It needs to be single-mindedness. It needs to be in one accord on one thing and not focused on 12, 13, 14 different things. It needs to have one ideology. We can't have this red-blue ideology. We need to have one ideology. The reason why we've been coming in last and we're supposed to be the greatest country in the world, and let me tell you something. Every kingdom comes up and every kingdom falls down. And the biggest thing that toppled kingdoms, and I'm gonna tell you what, we can go back to the Roman Empire. We can go back to all these empires that rise and falls, right? It's loss of morality. When we lose that, when we lose the very soul and the essence of who we are and how we started and what we're trying to do, that's how we mess it up. And we've been losing that over the last 20 years or so. We've watched so many. If we go back 20 years ago, the stuff that we see on TV, it's not the same. If we go back 20 years ago, the stuff that they were teaching 40 years ago, the stuff that they were teaching, it's not the same. Our soul, whatever we was back then and wherever we was back now, it's like night and day. We have to go back. We have to get our soul back. And the only way the only way America's gonna come out clean in all this is they're gonna have to give up them reparations. If they don't give up them reparations, then man, I'm sorry, the country's gonna go it's gonna go where it's gonna go because it's not hypocrisy doesn't win. Hypocrisy is just a show. Nobody respects nobody respects an actor. Let's keep it a buck because they know it's fake. So the moment the people wake up and realize everything is fake, that's when America goes down. So whatever you think about Mr. Trump, good, bad, or indifferent, I'm telling you, hey, listen, he's here now, and we got to ride it out and wait and see. And so far, he hasn't put any policies that have affected foundational Black Americans. I'm not saying what the future may hold, but I'm saying so far as of right now, he hasn't done anything to harm us. Everything, I'm 100% for the terror. And the eventuality that one day we might not have to pay income tax, which is a good thing. I'm all for America first. I'm all for not overspending and giving all these outside entities money. I'm all for galvanizing the government and figuring out where our money is going and spending and things. I'm all for that. Now, are there going to be some things I'm not going to like? Yeah, because humanity says nobody's perfect. But as of right now, I don't know what you want to complain about. If you're worried about him becoming a dictator, I think that's year 3 and year 4 when you start worrying about.
I don't want to. I'm not really complain. I'm not really complaining. What I'm saying is I'm not really complaining. What I'm saying is like I said, he's David Copperfield. He got everybody looking at this. He's really doing that. That I'm not complaining about because just like I say, as a Black man in this country, I'm used to being last. I don't have no fear of it. I don't have no fear of it either way. I don't.
Would you say you're a proactive person or a reactive person?
Proactive.
Okay, how are you being proactive?
When I hear people talk about the spending, when guess what? Even if they control the spending, how it's going to benefit you?
That's not being.
When I hear
proactive.
people
How
say,
are you being proactive?
when I say proactive, I'm trying to pretty much say that what some people may think is going on is not going on. I'm trying to get them to look at it and see from my point of view. If I just sit around and don't say anything and don't react to it,
okay,
if I feel you're going the wrong way, brother, and I don't say anything,
you're being reactive. But let me show you an example of being proactive. Somebody keeps snoring on you. Is that guy?
Somebody sleep.
If you sleep, we're gonna have to let you go. So this is what I call being proactive.
Mm-hmm.
Proactive is what I'm doing. Okay. If you click the link in my bio, under the Linktree tab, there's something called an FBA coin for white people.
Mm-hmm.
We have the most. Proactive is saying what do we have and what do we don't have. Well, here's what we do have. We have the most cryptocurrency president on planet Earth. How do we know he's cryptocurrency friendly? He made $33 billion in one day off his meme coin.
Okay. Yeah, I missed out on that, brother. Damn.
A lot of people miss out on that because you're not on True Social, right? If you're on True Social, that's the only way you could have known about it. Okay. So what I've done is I didn't create a meme coin. I created a utility coin, that benefits specifically foundational Black Americans. Every time you hold this coin, every time you spend this coin, money is recycled back into the Black community. I've created a coin that is going to rival Bitcoin and beat it out eventually one day.
Now that's being proactive.
That's being proactive. Okay, that's saying
everybody on this damn panel right now is reactive.
That no matter what happens, we're gonna be fine because now we don't have to beg the YT man for any loan, any grant, any school funding, and nothing. We can get it all from our own cryptocurrency because it has a treasury fund attached. Every time you spend that money, 2% goes into the treasury fund. Every time you hold that money, we have a burn rate that get rid of some of the coin and increases the value of the coin. And that money is going to be built up. We're building a liquidity pool of $500,000 to $1 million. We'll have that done probably within a couple days or a month. Okay, and with that liquidity pool, we can take from that liquidity pool and starting our own gas stations. When have you seen a Black-owned gas station? Have our own grocery stores? We have a few, but not enough.
Hey, brother, I'm down with you, man. I'm on. I got to get on that, bro.
Loans. It'll be out March 8th. Get the white paper. Download the white paper now. The website's done. I just haven't given it out to everybody. I've given it out only to a certain people, and they're playing around with it. And they're looking around, and they're telling me if there's any bugs or any fixes that need to be made. But the buttons, the major buttons, don't work because I don't want people investing in the coin yet until March 8th.
Okay.
And I'm only releasing 62 million of the coin for the first 1,770 people to help build the liquidity pool. That's going to help build the $500,000 liquidity pool. And with that liquidity pool, we're going to get a smart contract audit. That smart contract audit is going to let y'all know that, hey, this coin is not fake. It's real. It does what it actually said it's going to do. Okay? And once that stamp is on it, that's going to cause more people from the outside looking in and say, hey, I want to invest in this coin. So now we don't have to worry about waiting on a lobby because we're going to be able to lobby within the next 2 to 5 years. So we don't have to wait 20 years to get it to run our own candidate for presidency if we want to on the national stage. We can do it in the next 4 years. We just got to identify
listen, you're absolutely right, brother.
We can put $1 billion on his head to make sure he gets into the presidency. Just like Kamala Harris, just like Trump, we can run a candidate just like that because it costs money to play the game. When you don't bring those briefcases, that's why you're last, sir, because you never had a briefcase. Everybody else is showing up to the meeting with the briefcase, and you're showing up to the meeting empty-handed, wondering why no resources are being allocated to your community.
But would you say that Donald J. Trump is leveling the playing ground, the leveling the field for Black people?
Listen, even if he doesn't know what he's doing, and I don't
know,
even if you don't know what he's doing, I'm telling you that he's making a road for foundational Black Americans, whether you want to believe it or not.
Exactly.
All you gotta do is walk on the road that he's paving. Whether you believe in him, whether you like him, it doesn't matter. The road is paved. Doesn't matter who built the road, as long as you can drive on it.
Exactly.
Jack, I got a question.
It doesn't matter if the Asians built the railroad. It doesn't matter if the Irish built the railroad. It doesn't matter if the slaves built the railroad. As long as you can get on the train and go where it's taking you, that's all that matters.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now,
somebody got a question for me.
Now
you said actually leveling the field.
Yes.
Is that what you believe today?
That's what's going on today. If you don't believe it or if you don't know it, if you
where is the leveling at?
If you too ignorant,
brother, don't speak to my ignorance. I'm asking you a question. And I'm asking you to tell me what you're talking about. That's not me being ignorant. That's me asking for proof.
He's leveling the playing field.
Hold on. Instead of insulting, just answer the question.
Listen, I'm trying to answer the question. Donald J. Trump, he's leveling the field. Black people got to get out off of that plantation. Black people have got to get off of this plantation.
Leveling the field by?
Yeah, he's leveling the field. He's all of the policies that he's putting in place. What do you mean?
They are not policies. They are orders from a president that will only last the entire time of his presidency.
Okay.
Executive orders only last the entire time of the presidency.
You can't get your act together in 4 years?
He's trying to change that too.
If you can't get your act together in 4 years?
You still haven't answered how he is leveling the field.
Listen, I don't want to hear this boogeyman shit. That shit is over.
You have not answered the direct question.
Okay, and so what are you going to do about it if it's not?
This is not about what I'm going to do. I asked you a direct question.
What do you mean?
You said he's leveling the field. I said how. Answer, please.
By the policies that he's putting in place, black people have a friend in the office right now, and you're too ignorant to see it.
What's the policy?
Listen to me. If you go look it up.
No, you brought it up. You said he's leveling the field, so you have the information. I'm asking for the information.
What do you mean? He has all.
You said he's leveling the field, and then you said policies. I'm asking you, what are those policies?
The policies that he's putting in place, what he's doing with the Doge, he's getting rid of all of this bullshit spending. He's getting the government's hands out of our pockets. Because that's the only thing that really matters is the money. Racism and all this shit is built on money. It's about money.
Okay, hold on, Jack. Let me hear from Weapon. Go ahead, Weapon.
Hey, how you doing? Now, my name is Mike. I'm out of Georgia, and I'm 60 years old. I'm listening to Jay and everybody. But what I'm saying is, I heard you say not too long ago, how much did Trump profit off of the Trump coin? Because I'm in the stocks too. 58 billion. But hold on. But when you are the president to hold that position, you can't do that. Just like everybody said, Kamala Harris and Nancy Pelosi wrong. But why ain't Trump wrong? He made 58 billion. And Elon Musk, when they had the press conference, I paid attention to them because I know they're about games. Game, no game. When they got up there and they started talking about Bitcoin and Dogecoin, I increased my shares. Know why? Because I knew that they were going to shoot up. But what happened is with Donald Trump, they shot up, he pulled out, and all the other people lost money. You see what I'm saying? So that's cricket.
Hold on. Let me correct you right there. He pulled out, you're right. But a lot of other people pulled out too. If you make $1 million in crypto, you think you're gonna trust it you're gonna trust it to be stable?
No, the point is you shouldn't do it in the beginning. You shouldn't do it in the beginning. If you're going to be honest about things and do things the right way, you should not even be doing that there. Okay, we can complain about Nancy Pelosi, but that don't mean we can justify us doing wrong because somebody else does wrong.
Hold on. Weapons. I think you're listening to it. I just gotta mute you real quick because of the echo. I'm gonna let you speak. Okay, listen. You're misconstruing stocks and crypto. Okay, inside trading in stocks is totally different because stocks and crypto don't move the same. Stocks is based on all emotion, and somebody rigging the game. Somebody knows. That's how stocks is played. Crypto is not played that way. Like you said, it shot up because of a lot of people buying into it. And then when Trump saw he made $33 billion, yeah, he took $33 billion out. He took it out. And it's a meme coin. It's not like that coin does anything. That's a meme coin. A meme coin is driven by celebrity or by some cute little dog that you give value to, like an NFT, a non-fungible token. Okay, that's what makes a meme coin. But this coin that we have the FBA coin, it's a utility coin. It's designed to actually do something. It empowers you when you hold it, and it empowers you when you spend it. That's the difference of the game. It's the most unique coin out there on the planet. How do I know? Because I put it up against other coins. There's only 4 coins out there that are similar, but doesn't do exactly what our coin does. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying why we have the most cryptocurrency, crypto-friendly president. We need as a group, as a lineage, as a people, we need to take advantage of that and get in on this wealth transfer. The only way we're going to be able to collapse time frames and reach generational wealth, let's be honest, reparations is not going to do that. Reparations is just going to be the start of that. But this cryptocurrency is going to allow us to leapfrog the competition. Imagine on day one, somebody makes $1 billion in our community. Somebody makes $1 million. Oh, if Trump coin made 500 millionaires in one day, imagine when the FBA coin comes out and we make 1,000 new millionaires. It's going to be insane. It's going to be bigger than the $43 trillion wealth transfer that we've been having for the last 20 years with the baby boom. If you missed the Bitcoin, don't miss the FBA coin because it's the next Bitcoin. Guaranteed. That's what I'm saying. That's how you be proactive and you take advantage of the time because you only have a short window.
Exactly.
We only have a short window. And if we get it while it's hot, and we get so this is wishful thinking, but just imagine if all 43 million people adopt the coin. Imagine if the 1.9 spending power that we have transferred to the market of FBA coin. Bitcoin market cap is not in the trillion. Ours can be because we're going to base it on our spending power. So imagine when our coin reaches the spending power, nobody can tell us what to do. Do you understand? Do you understand that type of power this opportunity we have? If we take advantage of it, we have the ability to right all the wrongs and never have to go back to a community that shut us out and put us at the bottom. We'll be at the top of the top of the top. We'll have new dynasties, new empires, new royalty, all that. And we'll be able to freaking buy a country at that point if we want to. We'll be able to buy an army at that point if we want to. So if you don't think big and if you don't think with logic, if you don't be proactive and you don't see the time that we're in, you can miss it. This is not an opportunity that you want to miss. It's an opportunity that you want to think about, do research on, and then take advantage of it because it's happening quickly. March 8th, tentatively, this coin is coming out. It's going to drop. It's going to drop. I've already
Can I ask you a question, host?
Who already know the website, who already understand what's going on, and it's going to happen very quickly. And I'm just trying to get our people to
give me a second, Troop. Let me interject this right quick. Let me interject this right quick. We got a lady in the comment section asking who's controlling the funds. What I'm going to say to you, Asia Lovely, is to go and get the white paper and read the white paper.
Go read. Click the
link. It will give you all of the information that you are asking.
This is going to be ruled by this is going to be 8 to 10 of the brightest foundational Black Americans are going to govern this coin. And they're going to dictate where the money in that treasury goes. They're going to dictate the smart contract, going to tell you how you can take out a loan. Maybe you need a business that need to be started. How you going to get them funds? But not just going to go give it to somebody who says, oh, I want to run my own business. You got to have some paperwork and something going on. But I tell you one thing, it's not going to be based on the credit, on whatever the credit system that we have that these banks use. It's going to be based on something totally different. And we're in the works of putting together that smart contract together. putting together a merit-based system just for foundational Black Americans to get this money. And it's not going to be a 5%, 10% interest loan. It's going to be a 0 to a 1% loan. That's the key, because you're not supposed to take advantage of your brother, are you? No. This is for our people. This is 100% for our people. So we gotta make sure that it's fully transparent and that no scams or nothing like that is going on, because this is for our people. This is for our kids, 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 kids. This is something that we do today, and we finally get right what our ancestors were trying to do back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. What they forgot to do, what they were about to switch to before they got pew-pewed and assassinated, when they were trying to go for that big wealth, distribution of wealth that was being talked about, that they had to silence. This is that. This is us righting the wrongs and fixing that, because we got weak after that. We thought once we got our civil rights that was all we needed. No. If we don't have the money, if we don't have the land, we don't have anything. So now we got a way to get the money and get the land. Whether we gotta buy it or whether they give it to us, we're gonna get it. Whether we get reparations and they want to right their wrong, or whether they want to continue to be lost in darkness and in sin, so be it. That's that's America's choosing what they want to happen to it. But as foundational Black Americans, we get to choose how we're gonna end up on the side of history. If they want to be on the wrong side of history, let them. But we're going to always be on the right side of history, because what was done to us was never done to any other group. We have the most unique situation on the planet, and God has favored us, and we know it. We see it today. We got 2.5 million millionaires today under a corrupt regime, under a system of oppression. We really got it from the mud. Nobody else has really got it from the mud like we had to. So now we get a chance to do for ourselves and not beg nobody for help or nothing. We're still going to stand on business and get our reparations. But even if they decide to be indignant and not give it to us, they're not going to stop the favor of God that we have. And we got about 4 years. We got about 4 years to do it. And once we do it in these 4 years, man, we never have to do it again, because it's already done. That's the type I'm trying to bring to our people. That's the proactiveness I'm talking about. That's the mindset and the ideology that I have. That's the legacy that I want to leave. That's something that I want to do. And it's not a selfish thing, because I'm not trying to own the coin. I'm trying to give up ownership to a governance. And I'm trying to have 8 to 10 of our key people, our top people, our think tank leaders or thought leaders, whatever you want to call them. When we get our think tank cracking, they need to tell us, hey, we need to solve this, and that. And what is it always going to take? It's going to take money to do it. So now we have the money to do it. And we have a system that our money is going to grow. Cryptocurrency, if we do it the right way, it's going to grow. It's going to grow.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Now, host, I will say once again, all of that there you said a lot. All that sounds good, and I appreciate you actually breaking down about the Bitcoin, because I do know about crypto and versus all the stocks, how that work. But I thank you for the information. But what you're saying is, just like me, why not? I got a big piece of land. Why not put me up a whole orchard of pecan trees? That's generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? That's going to go on generation to generation. A lot simpler, because what you're saying is that's your vision. I get it. I'm not knocking you for your vision.
No.
But that's a hypothetical.
I'm saying somebody can come in and swat that. They can't swat this.
Yeah, but you're talking hypothetical. You're talking about something that possibly could happen. I'm talking about, I know I can go out there tomorrow and put me about 150, 200 trees on my property, and it'll create generational wealth for 30, 40
and
years.
If Monsanto came in and said they wanted your property, they wanted your stuff, your 100 trees, your 100 acres of pecan trees, what are you going to be able to do against that conglomerate coming after your stuff?
So you know what? So you know what's going to happen? You're going to build that pecan tree, right? And my job is to take this fund and go lobby so nothing bad happens to that.
But the same thing, as they come after me, they can come after you. Look at what they're doing now. Today, the House Republicans voted. They're cutting Social Security and they're cutting Medicaid. They voted. Wait a minute, but now our dollars, our tax dollars. Wait a minute, let me finish this here, because Elon Musk has been proven a lie several times. Because if you go to the website where he was putting up all them fake numbers about what's called them, the day the federal judge acts, okay, now show up in court with documents proving what you say. You know what? This morning he took the website down because the numbers he's putting up there, like he's talking about 50 billion when it's only like around 50 million. You know what I'm saying? So they're playing games, and what I'm saying is, while we're sitting up here doing all this back and forth, they taking everything. They're destroying the whole system, bro. Come on now. And they getting the tax cut at the end.
Hold on, brother, because you don't know. And let me answer. Mind your own business. They can't take your cryptocurrency because it's locked in a wallet. The only way they can take your cryptocurrency is they know the passcode. That's number one. It's a decentralized bank, so it's not controlled by any one person. So once that cryptocurrency becomes decentralized, it's its own entity after that. Nobody can touch it.
Yes, that is the one bonus to cryptocurrency, is they cannot take it, they can't track it, they can't do nothing with it, except that it is another form of financial payment.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a way to block you from actually accessing it though?
Yeah, there's a way you could. Yeah, it's called you don't know your passcode, you forget your passcode, and you lose all your money at that point. If you forget your,
but the government has zero to do with it. Zero.
The government can't.
Anything can be hacked, and I don't put anything past Elon.
True.
He's extremely intelligent when it comes down to
boogeyman bullshit again.
Whatever.
I mean, you can play those games and you can miss out. You can play those games.
Man, if I got an $8 million a day coming from the federal government, and I got multiple claims and charges against my companies along this path, you think that when I finally get in a position of authority that I'm not going to do away with those things that's irritating me?
If you ain't done
Is that what you actually sitting up here saying?
Well, if you ain't done nothing wrong, why? Why are you trying to block something? If
This
I'm
is
not
my
guilty
point.
of a crime, I don't have to defend
And
myself.
the idea of whitewashing, for lack of a better way to say this, these crimes, as if, oh well, that's just one of them things, you may as well keep gobbling, because it just don't matter what they say. You go swallow it. You proving that you're gonna swallow it.
Host. Hello,
brother. I'm sorry. Next to me, yeah, you might want to mute up. I can't read your name, brother.
Host.
Yes, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask you a question because I didn't know if that was me being proactive. I want to tell you something I did. When it came to me complaining and feel the way I felt about like my tax dollars and the government doing certain things when it comes to me being a man that's been on my career for 26 years. So what I did was I moved to another community. In the community that I live in now, everything that they're talking about cutting and doing away with is not even being touched where I'm at. My insurance, my whole family is Medicaid. I have the option to continue to get insurance from my employer, but the Medicaid is so awesome. So I got Medicaid and all the benefits that I want in my, I put 2 kids through college free. The benefits are not being cut. Everything is abundance, but I had to move to another state to get that.
Okay.
But there is nothing that they, and there was a time during the recession, you know, like when we had the COVID and everything, a lot of places were losing, they were cutting benefits out and things were going on. It didn't even touch my state. By the way, I moved to Minnesota, where the benefits now is abundance. We have everything. So what my question is, Was that a form of being proactive to go from Georgia, where there's nothing and they don't give nothing and they just cut? And I transferred my employer here because the company I work for, our union is sister to the company up here. I can retire at any time. I've been here for about 9 years, and I've accomplished more for as my pension in 9 years than what I did 10, 15 years in Georgia. I can retire right now. So I just want to ask you, my question is, was that being proactive? I don't have no complaints now.
Of course, that's being
about,
proactive. If you move to a better
but
situation and didn't stay in the worst situation and you move to a better situation, that's proactive.
but this
But
is a
you also
white
gonna have
state.
to
This
interject,
is a
brother, if I
white
may.
state.
The southern states are, I'm
Hmm.
sorry to say it like this, but the southern states are the poorest states now. They are being funded primarily by the northern cities. So when you are in a southern state that is already maximally underfunded, they
Hmm.
cannot provide the necessary services and or privileges that a city and or state have up north has already been providing for. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that they can't do it. They just don't have the money. They might want to do it, but they just don't have the
But
money. But your northern states where you moved to, and I believe you were right to do so,
no,
they have the funds.
But here's my thing on that.
Midwest.
Well,
But
I'm in Chicago and we don't get nothing, man. They
but
they
here's
cut
my thing.
Right up the street from
Here's
us.
my
Right
thing
up
on
the
that.
street. Right
Here's
up
my
the
thing
street,
on that.
Chicago.
Hold on,
Perfect
hold on,
example of what I'm talking about.
hold on.
Who's
Here's
there?
my thing on that because I come from a financial background. Okay, I never want to put my eggs in Medicaid. I never want to put my eggs in a so-called pension that they have today. If the only way you can be secure, the only way you can be secure is you have your own life insurance policy outside of your job. You have your own
Hmm. I do.
retirement outside of your job. Because the moment that company goes belly up, where do you think your money's going? Where do you think your retirement's going that you think you have? If you leave it with that employee, it's in danger. Now, if it's self-funded and you own it, it's outside of your employee, you're good. If you have a 401k and they're matching you dollar for dollar, and you're putting up into the amount that they're matching you for, then they're paying for your taxes. I'm not a fan of 401ks, okay? Because you still got to pay the taxes on that. And nobody wants to pay taxes in their retirement. It's crazy to do that. I tell people right away, get you a financial advisor. If you can't afford one, go find one. There are people out there that will show you how to manage your money properly and get it outside of your business. And Medicaid, that's never, that's a recovery plan at best. You need to have your own everything. So I mean, if you feel like you put look, the word job to me just means just over broke. I don't care if you're making $3 million a
Hmm.
year. I don't care if you're making $100,000 a year.
Yep,
It's
they
still
gonna
just
tax you
over
out of it.
broke.
The more you make, the more they tax.
Yeah, it's still just over broke. The only thing you can do to safeguard yourself if you have your own everything, your own business, your own car,
That's
your own
true.
everything.
Hmm.
That's the only way you're going to be somewhat more safer because there's anything a natural disaster can happen and then all that's done for. But the best thing to have if you don't have a retirement, you better at least have a life insurance policy because that's
I
the
do.
and the best way to transfer generational wealth from one
Yeah, I do.
generation to the next generation without it being taxed. And it should
Hmm.
be in the $1 million or the $2 million range.
You got to put it
Make
in
sure
the
and pass that knowledge on to your children too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that's what that next
I do.
generation, because otherwise by the
And the
third
biggest,
generation, your
yeah,
generational wealth will be gone.
yeah, and the biggest inheritance is not money. It's the knowledge and the know-how to manage that money. That's the biggest inheritance you can leave your family is the knowledge and the know-how.
Where
So
do you
That's
get the
what
white
we've been
papers
missing
from?
as a
Where do you
people is
get the
that
white
knowledge and
papers
know-how
from?
when it comes to finances.
Where do
Where
you
do you
get the
get
white pages from?
the white paper? It's the link. There's a link in my bio under the link tree. There's like 3 or 4 links in there. Under the link tree link, the very first thing is the FBA code. I have other things on there. I sell books. I have music that's out there. I have my FBA only album. I think I got about 16 to 20,000.
My dad had $1 million life insurance, but he
Hold on, brother.
divorced my mom, and
Hold on, brother. I don't know what he's talking about. He's mumbling. I have an FBA only album. I have a book on there. Why ball on a budget when you can budget and ball? I have a book on prayer on there. I have songs, but the most important thing on there, I even have FBA FBA code of honor. I have a FBA constitution on there. I even have a treaty for Black Americans. I wrote a treaty out for it that we can all sign and abide by. But the most important thing on there is that FBA coin, that white paper. It's the white paper. You download it. Matter of fact, I think version 4 is still up there. We already have version 5 of the white paper that needs to be released. I'll probably release that tomorrow. But the version 4 is fine. But just come back. There's another version. The final version is the version 5 draft of the white paper, and it's fully transparent, and it tells you why we went from version 1 to version 2 to version 3 to version 4 all the way to version 5. It tells you why version 5 is better than version 1. Because once you create the coin and put the smart contracts out there, you have to run it through tests and make sure everything works. And when you find out where it's lacking at, you fix it. That's why it's taken as long as it's been taken to come out. That's why it's a projected date, a tentative date of March 8th. And even though it's March 8th, if something's not right or something's not perfect, I'm not releasing that coin because everything has to line up. The last thing that's needed, because it passed every test, but the last thing that needed is a smart auditor contract, a smart contract auditor. That's the seal of trust. That's the stamp on it that says this coin is legit and it's going to do what it says it's going to do. That's the final thing. That's the only thing that it's missing now is the smart contract, the smart auditor contract. That's the only thing it's missing. Everything else is done. But check it out in the white paper.
I will.
Do some research. If you don't know about cryptocurrency, do some research on it. I'm not telling anybody.
I have a crypto app on my phone now. I put it.
It's not going to be on any of those. It's going to be on a smaller one first. We're starting from. It's going to be about 5 phases, and it explains the phases that it's going to go through in the white paper. Because the final phase is to get it to its own blockchain, fully decentralized, and we control it. Nobody, once it moves to its own blockchain, nobody can do anything to it. Nobody can tell it. That's ours, that's us, that's our economy, that's our money, that's our growth, that's our generational wealth. Nobody can touch it. Now, on these platforms, let's say Coinbase if once it gets on, because it's going to get on Coinbase, but let's say it goes on Coinbase, and then all of a sudden Coinbase just decides to crash and go out of business. Our coin's on there, isn't it? But once it moves to its own blockchain, nobody can crash it. Nobody can do nothing to it. And that's the phase that it needs to go. It needs to get through all 5 phases. Once it gets through phase 5, we trade in the tokens or the actual coin. And from there, it's game over. It has a life of its own. And as long as, there's still some things I have to figure out, because just because it has a governance of 8 to 10 people doesn't make it 100% solid. There are some challenges that we're going to run into, but we're going to run into them together as a lineage, as a people. And we're going to solve our own problems. When we run into that problem, like what happens if one of the board members passes away? So what happens to his signature? What if we can't get into his cryptocurrency? There's all kind of things that we have to think about and worry about. But that don't mean we throw out the baby with the bathwater. It just means we have to have the brightest of the minds thinking about these problems. That's why we're looking for people on the board who are going to be entrepreneurs, community activists, cryptocurrency experts, lawyers, and influencers. Those are the people that are going to help us govern this coin. Heavy on the legal and heavy on the crypto experts, because we might need new smart contracts that are going to have to be made. What if I pass away? Things have to be in place to make sure that this coin continues. Just like Bitcoin, just like Bitcoin has a life of its own, even though the supposedly the one who started the coin is no longer living. The same thing this FBA coin needs to be, and it's going to be bigger. Hear me when I say this. It's going to be bigger than Bitcoin. You know why? Because we're the one, our influence, our energy, Black Americans are the ones powering this thing. It's not just some mysterious guy behind the closed doors of Bitcoin that nobody's heard of and that a few people are adopting. No, our 48 million of us are going to adopt this coin, and it's going to be phenomenal. That's why it's going to eclipse a Bitcoin. And that's why it's the next gold rush in 2020.
Let me put this in here right quick, brother. We got somebody in the comments saying something about I think they misconstrued what you were saying about Medicare and Medicaid being useless. He was not saying it was useless. He was saying he personally did not have faith and put it as his particular path.
I'm saying, listen, everybody's throwing out these boogeyman arguments that the government can come in and take that away, which is true. They can. I'm not saying, listen, the best healthcare is to become a billionaire. I don't know. That's the best healthcare. You know what I'm saying? So you can go out there and get whatever healthcare you want. I'm not saying Medicaid is bad. I'm saying as far as money, not the healthcare portion of that. I'm talking about the retirement funds. The longer you keep your retirement fund with your job, the more in jeopardy it is, because let's be real, companies, banks go out of business. You heard the word bankrupt, right? Everybody knows bankrupt. Banks go out of business. But you know what you've never heard before? Insurance-rupt. Insurance companies don't tend to go out of business. They're the only true trillionaires that we have on this planet are insurance companies, because insurance companies insure banks. Insurance companies are where banks go to invest their money. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. I have a uncle that retired from the fire department, and he was already retired, and he lost everything because Detroit, they went bankrupt.
Cities go bankrupt.
Yeah, they lost everything.
City.
Okay, I'm from Detroit, so I'm gonna say it like this: a lot of that was from the state attacking Detroit's finances.
Okay.
You got to understand. For Detroit, their art museum, hundreds of millions, almost billions of dollars worth of art. They were trying to raid that. The state of Michigan was trying to raid that coffer.
Hold on, let me answer this person's question real quick. Medicare and Medicaid are not retirement programs, though. So Social Security is not a retirement program. Social Security is a supplemental income.
Exactly.
It's not if you think Social Security retirement fund, that means you didn't save money at all. Period. That means you're in destitute. I'm telling you right now, $2,000 a month is never going to serve you, brother, in your life. $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month is not going to do you any good. If you are banking on Social Security,
not in America.
Shame on you. No. You missed it. You missed the assignment. I'm going to just tell you like that. You missed the assignment if you thought Social Security was going to take care of you. You missed it.
You better go play the lottery.
Supplemental income. That's all it is. It's to supplement your retirement. That's it.
You should have been working a number of years so that you could have your pension and your Social Security.
And here's another lie. There's no such thing
like a dog.
Pensions went away in 1970. There's no such thing as a pension. There's
exactly.
Few companies that still have a pension. If you think your company promised you a pension and it's going to be around when you retire, they lied to you.
Man, I remember get into the CDs, get into the 401ks. I remember buppies and yuppies. You know, I've been around for all these cats making this paper for the last 30 to 40 years. I've watched their movements. The number of cats in this country who have benefited just in California from the defense industry, from the military industrial complex. How long them boys been making 50, 60, $100 million a year? How long they been doing that? What do you think they doing with that money? They sitting up on it saying, dang, I'm bored. I got nothing else to do. Hey, there's a city block. There's another one. I can influence this election. I can finance this dog catcher. I can finance this school library protest. What do you think's going on?
It's not about the money, because once you,
I'm just saying how the money's being used as a tool.
Right, but here's what you gotta understand too. Once you make a certain amount of money, you can manipulate the market to always make money.
See?
Once you make a certain amount of money, like, do y'all remember that GameStop? Do y'all remember how they found out that the big corporations were trying to short GameStop, and the gamers were like, not on my watch. The gamers, the nerds, everybody banded together like, oh, we see what they're trying to do. They're trying to short GameStop. We're not going to let it happen. And they changed it. And if you got in on that GameStop thing, you made it. Some people made a couple thousand. Some people made a few.
Some cats made a killing.
But they saw what was coming, and they got on their little telegraph, on their little boards, and they start telling all their friends, boo, 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 we're going to stop this. We see what they're trying to do. And they stopped it. So once you make a certain amount of money, you can manipulate emotions. Do you know that? That's what the stock market works off. It drives off emotion. And if you get enough rumors out there and enough emotions going on, you can, you know. So once you get into like the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million range, you should, if you end up broke after that, you missed the assignment, because all you gotta do is park that money in a high yielding interest savings account and get 5%, and you can live off of 5% of 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, shoot up even 2 million for the rest of your life. You don't even have to be in America. You can just go park yourself in Kenya somewhere where the currency is lower and your dollar goes farther, and you can just, if you're $2 million, if you're worth $2 million over here in Kenya, you're worth $4 to $10 million. You see how that works,
brother? If you can help me get to the Dominican Republic so soon, and so I can retire.
Oh, brother, you want to retire out there? Don't be tricking out there, man. Don't be tricking.
Oh, I'm gonna trick.
That's what he trying to do. What's what you think he says the Dominican Republic for?
I'm gonna trick.
One thing I know about the Dominican Republic,
bro, we men's here, okay? Don't play that. Okay?
Don't be tricking out there, brother.
I'm gonna trick off.
Thank you. Now we're getting there. Now, see, we got some common ground, don't we, Jack?
You damn right.
All right then. Now, okay.
Oh Lord! Listen, all you need, listen. In Dominican Republic, you don't need much to survive. You bring in your Social Security will go far down there.
That's what I'm saying. You should have been trying to get super paid to go someplace that $1 is worth 100.
$300 to $700 puts you in like a mansion type situation out there. $1,000 puts you in like a mansion type situation out there a month.
That's where I'm trying to go.
A lot of my buddies are in Thailand. They're out there.
I was getting ready to speak on that, boy. I saw they had a fully furnished, mini mansion, $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month.
Yeah, I seen that.
And they split that 4 ways.
I'm gonna tell y'all the secret.
Thailand a little bit too far for me, bro. I'm right here.
I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. I'm gonna tell y'all the secret place that you need to research and go check out. It's in East Africa, Kenya. The most developed African country is Kenya, and $700 to $1,000 a month, you're living like a king. Go check it out. They got 5G internet. They got freeways, they got paved roads. As long as you stay in the city. Now, if you travel down to the country, you're gonna get the dirt roads and you're gonna get the dirt. Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
you expect what's there.
Right. But if you stay
Enjoy
in the
nature.
city, if you stay in the city, you got 5G internet and you can go and do whatever the heck you want to do out there. It's popping in Kenya. Kenya actually understands black culture as well too. They understand our culture a lot more than West Africa and all the other countries. And they're not talking shit like the rest of them countries. They're very hospitable, open, and you have a great dialogue because they're very political out there. They love politics out there. You have great dialogue and deep conversations out there, and they speak English. So check out Kenya. Check out Kenya. That's a gem.
What's your website?
I'm not giving the website out yet because there's still some things that I'm trying to do. I've given out to a few people. A few people on there have it. They know about it. Okay, but March 8th, it will definitely be available. Once that website is up, it's up.
Well, I'm there, my brother. I'm trying to be in the garage like Apple. I want to come in on the ground floor.
But March 8th, is there a matter of fact? Let me. I'll show you.
I would say it like this. There's a 99.8% chance that March 8th is the date.
Yeah. It's up. It's up. Let me.
Okay.
It's been
But
nice.
rather than fully give you that 100, I'm gonna pull a Trump and say, "Trust me, it's coming." Okay.
Okay.
Cousin that thing, I've only given it, like I said, I've only given it to a few people. Give me 1 second. I'm about to pull up the website real quick. Hold on. I can see it a little bit. I'm gonna try to.
Hey, it's been nice. It's been nice talking to everyone. I'm at work and I'm getting ready to go.
Well, that's what we're here for, brother.
It's been
The
awesome.
idea is
I learned a
intelligent
lot. Thank you.
conversation, intelligent,
Yes, sir.
enlightened conversation with some passion, but also some direction.
Yes.
This is an FBA door. Yeah, all are welcome, but understand this is an FBA door.
Okay.
And I think we can all acknowledge that
So that's
ours is unique in this particular journey.
The website is up and ready to go. Here's the tokenomics right here. I'm trying not to show the actual website because I want people going to it and trying to do stuff on it. But this button these buttons right here are disabled, so you can't. I guess I can give out the website because it's like you can't do nothing to it. The buttons that lead to actually getting to the coin is disabled on purpose. Okay, I'll say it like that. The buttons to get to the coin is disabled on purpose. So if you click get involved, get started, get the coin, you're not gonna get. It's not gonna lead you anywhere because it's disabled. But the information, it's on here. But the actual time where you can be able to push, get started, get involved, whatever, get the coin, March 8th is that day. So I'll get, for you guys here, if you guys are here on it, I'll give you guys the website. It's fbacoin.org. Go to it and check it out. The version 5 of the white paper is on here. So you guys are the only ones that got the actual website. fbacoin.org, and it goes live 100% where all the buttons work.
Tentatively,
March 8th.
Cool.
FBA coin, Kenya not safe. There's a lot of you've never been to Kenya if you're talking like
Yeah,
that.
see that boogeyman shit again.
Yeah, I've been to Kenya, brother. I'm sorry, it's not what you think. It's not what they tell you. It's they always want to give you the boogeyman in Africa, but living to Kenya is pretty decent. I'm not saying you walk outside with jewelry on and your phone just swinging around. I'm saying you have common sense and you'll be fine living in Kenya. And they speak
El Dios Niño. What makes you think people in the lineage respond or follow Tariq Nasheed's particular path? They may have similar interests, but he is no leader directing any particular thing. He might have some influence, but he's not saying yay or nay to anything.
Yeah,
What a
he can't.
childish response.
Yeah, he can't stop this coin from happening. I mean, everybody knows that 𝗔𝗯𝘂𝘁𝘂𝘁𝗂𝘁 has the word foundational Black American. He has it trademarked, which as he should, because that protects other people from getting that trademark and doing whatever trademarking and doing whatever they want to it. But that's it. Foundational Black American, and it's only trademarked for and he doesn't have FBA trademark, just foundation, because FBA can't be trademarked because Amazon FBA. Did you ever heard about Amazon FBA? Okay, that's a fulfillment. You know, it's an acronym, so you can't really trademark an acronym, but you can trademark foundational Black American, and it's only for e-commerce purposes. You can use that name for and that's so nobody else can come in and try to say we can't use our own lineage name. The word African American is trademarked. Like I think it has like 1,000 trademarks on the word African American. So that's not anything that I'm afraid of that he has foundational Black American or FBA trademark at all. I can still come out with the FBA coin, and it's be totally legit. So if you're worried about that, that's because you're not.
Like I said, that's a childish response.
Yeah, that's because you're not part of the lineage. But hey, man, it's been great talking to everybody, man. I think I've been on here for about 3-4 hours, man. So I think it's time to go ahead and let everybody sleep. It's about 12:26 a.m. here.
No, it's 3:30 my time, man.
Yeah, it's 2:26 where I'm at. Hey, man, y'all brothers have a good man. It's been a good one.
You too.
Thank y'all, man. All right.
This is Too Much Moxie. I'm out, y'all.